What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
You're muted, Scott.
Mute.
Thank you. Let's try that again. Welcome, everybody. I am the now unmuted host for the night tonight. I'm Love Coach Scott Catamas. Welcome to the Awakening World. And welcome to a really exciting show. I love when we collaborate with Tanjila and all of the people she brings through SoulSearch. It's always a wonderful group of people. And we've got a really lovely combination of folks that you're going to meet in a few minutes. Now, for those of you that are in the Zoom room, let us know where you are geographically. It's always fun to know that. And for any of you who are watching on Facebook, and a big thank you to John and Summer Raymer, they're with the Sign Network. They get us out to as many as 100 Facebook groups and pages. So thank you, John and Summer, and welcome everybody in all the different Facebook groups and pages that are watching us. Now, I want to invite you to consider coming into our Zoom room. It's really, really easy to do that. Just go to the globalpeacetribe.com, globalpeacetribe.com, just like what's behind me. And once you're in, you'll see we can register. And here, I'll actually go and share screen and show you that. So here we are. Go to Global Peace Tribe, go down to where it says register. And it's really easy to register, and you'll be able to get the links, not just for tonight's show, but for all of our shows, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday. We do 3 shows every weekend, and you're gonna get the links to all of those shows. So definitely come on in and join us. And that way it's easy for us to interact with you, to connect with you. And you're gonna wanna interact with some of the amazing people that we have with us tonight. And to give you a little bit of a sense of the amazing people, I'm going to just very briefly show them to you and conclude with our wonderful co-host, Tanjila. But we have music, and our music includes our house musician, Omashar. And we love Omashar, and he always plays great music, and he's become a really wonderful part of the Global Peace Tribe. We also have with us Luana, and she's with us from Sedona. Coming all the way from near Atlanta, we've got Samuel the Angelic Knight. Welcome, Samuel. Great to have you with us. From Costa Rica, hopefully with good internet, it's Kelly Keefe. And hello, Kelly. We're hoping your internet is going to play out because we love you and want to hear your music. From Sedona, Arizona, we've got Brandon, and Brandon does amazing things with rocks and all sorts of beautiful objects. And from just outside Phoenix, it's Dana. And Dana, I'm really looking forward to learning more about the beautiful offerings and services that you provide. And also from Sedona is Alana Leone. welcome, Alana. Likewise, first time on Awakening World. Really looking forward to hearing what you have to offer. And a longtime friend, you saw her on Saturday Night Alive for the Global Peace Tribe. She helped produce those shows. It's Chiraya. She's back, coming to us from Sarasota, Florida. So it's great to have her with us. And my co-host and collaborator for the show, it is Tanjila. Welcome, Tanjila.
Thank you so, Scott, and hello everyone and from Global Peace Tribe and the Zoom and Facebook. So excited to be here with all of you guys, and so excited to be here with all the SoulSearch guests. We're really excited to be sharing all of the amazing magic that everyone here creates together tonight.
And Tanjila, and you know what? We didn't get a chance to do a check with you. Your internet is in the red. It's actually, it's a big problem. So I'm going to go to Omashar's music. We'll talk about SoulSearch a little bit later. Maybe if you can check in with your roommates and see if they can get off the internet, because we want to be able to have the complete Tanjila experience tonight.
Sure.
And we love always starting our shows with dynamic music and heartfelt music. And no one does it as wonderfully well as our house musician. Here he is, coming all the way from Colorado, Omashar.
Nobody does it better. Hey, this song is Namaste and Aloha, everybody. How fun to be here with you tonight. And this song is called What More Can I Be Than What I Am? And it was actually written in India. I went to India a while ago, and someone wanted so much of me and so much of my time and everything. And I said to them, just give me a moment to chill out and be. And they said, no, I want you now. And it just brought this feeling in me that what more can I be than what I already am? And what I am is glorious, and what we are is glorious. And so here is the song that resulted from that. Fun. What more can I be than what I am? Though it's taken some time to clear these clouds from my eyes. So open your heart and dance along. I'm thinking it time to stop that same old song. I've come alive, so hear me now. I am in love with the world around me, and I will hold her in my arms and lift her with my dreaming. Da-da-da-da. And lift her with my dreaming. Da-da-da-da. And lift her with my dreaming. Da-da-da-da. So don't try to hold me to what I was. I've traveled through time to see this day arise. The love that I am is here for you. So open the door and let the sun shine in. I've come alive, so hear me now. I am in love with the world around me, and I will hold her in my arms and lift her with my dreaming. Da-da-da-da. And lift her with my dreaming. Da-da-da-da. and live to win my dreaming. Da 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 da. What more can I be than what I am? Thank you. I might do the extended version of that one day.
I wanted more. Let's go to gallery review and I'll twinkle and give some love to Omashar.
It's a real short metaphysical pop song, and that's how it came out. And when I put it, it's on my album Illuminate, Bandcamp, and someone said, "Please extend it for me," and so I will extend it. However, there it is for now. Thank you.
You know, Dr. Laura just wrote in the chat box, "I want a bed of flowers like Omashar." So wonderful idea. I think I would go with the wildflowers of all different colors.
Well, the thing is, when I was in England a few weeks ago, they have this this parks plan where they throw flower seeds on disused places, and this was a disused mound of soil that came out in poppies and wildflowers. And I took the photo there and I green screened it onto my little mattress here. So, hey.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. We'll be hearing more from Omashar soon, a little bit later on in the show. And I'm going to introduce Chiraya. She is a very special soul. It's great to have you back on Global Peace Tribe here. And for anybody who doesn't know Chiraya, she is a true Renaissance woman. She is a woman of many talents. She's a manifesting mentor, an advanced energy healer, a reality creation teacher, a brand coach, a speaker, and a consultant for enlightened business, and a best-selling author. And I can say I've watched her do most of these things, and she does them with great excellence. She assists people in remembering how to leverage their innate manifesting superpowers while acknowledging and healing our old emotions and clearing some of our outworn patterns, stepping into our magnificence. Her offerings include online courses, private coaching, healing sessions, private retreats, digital downloads, articles, all sorts of wonderful things. So it's great to have Chiraya with us. We're going to learn a little bit more about the course that she's creating with Chiraya. But Chiraya, I'd love to hear what you have to share about manifesting tonight.
Thank you so much, Scott. That was such a lovely introduction. I so appreciate being back here with you on your show and seeing the Global Peace Tribe folks again. Hello, everyone. Much love. And yes, Tanjila and I are cooking up something inside of SoulSearch, which we'll get into a little bit more later, for manifesting for entrepreneurs. And so that is very, very exciting. And in the meantime, I wanted to start with a Neville Goddard quote tonight. Oh, let me go ahead and put my little timer on so I keep real with the timing. And so here's what I wanted to prime the pump of our comprehension with tonight. The creative process begins with an idea, and its cycle runs its course as a feeling and ends as a volition to act. So anyone who has been working with the art of manifesting, reality creation, law of attraction, whatever you want to call this creative process, which is part of our innate natural born inheritance as source beings, this concept will be familiar, maybe said in different ways by different teachers. So I'm going to read it one more time. The creative process begins with an idea, and its cycle runs its course as a feeling and ends as a volition to act. So right here, if you just take this one thought and run with it and study it and read it every day and do those three things that it's talking about in here, you will become a master manifester eventually. And so the creative process is how we manifest anything in life, whether we're doing it intentionally or we're just kind of going along in our day and making a sandwich. That's a creative act, right? You have the thought, ooh, I really want this amazing sandwich. Ooh, it's gonna have tomato and sprouts, and I really want some mayonnaise and you know, all the wonderful ingredients. You can just imagine this is gonna be the most delicious sandwich I've ever had in my entire life. I can feel it already. You know, this is an idea, right? This is your idea. You're thinking about it. Now, you could do the same kind of emotional enthusiasm around an idea to create a new business, or to create a relationship, or to create a new home for yourself, or whatever it is that you want. But it always begins with an idea, a thought. So we are the generative principle operates through us as source energy. And this idea that we have now, our next part of the cycle is to run it through our system emotionally as a feeling. And we anticipate it, like we're so excited about that sandwich. We're like, oh my God, it's going to be the most magnificent thing I've ever tasted. You know, when we get excited and think about it and embody the feelings and the sensations and the taste, and we imagine what it's going to taste like. We imagine how we're going to feel as it's digesting. We imagine it being so gorgeous and perfect in every way. And that is the middle part of the process. And it's the more that we can ramp up those feelings, the more that we're going to have the outcome manifest in a timely manner and in a quicker manner. Now, the third part of this says it ends as a volition to act. It doesn't say it ends by getting your to-do list out and making sure you do every single thing and stressing out about it and getting out the hammer and nails and hammering it on 3D and trying to force it into manifestation. That's not a volition to act. What he's meaning there is the volition to act is I'm compelled to act. I've already done the imaginal act. I've done the creative process. I've felt the feelings as if it's real. So I know, just like I know that a mustard seed is going to turn into a mustard plant, I know that that manifestation is bound to happen. This is my knowledge of the law. And so I know what's going to happen is I'm going to spontaneously now, since I've already planted that seed, I'm going to be impelled to act. I'm going to have a will to move. I'm going to all of a sudden get up from the couch and start pulling the ingredients out of the refrigerator for this sandwich. I'm going to start compiling it. And before you know it, I'll be like, oh my God, there it is. And whoa, that really is the best sandwich I ever had in my entire life. So this is the fullness of it right here. Now, there are a lot of nuances, and there's also the idea of cleaning the junk from the trunk so that it's easier to feel that idea as real and to think about that idea and have it come into being and come into life into our vibrational matrix. Because if we have a lot of contrary thoughts, like, well, I've never had that good of a sandwich and I'm always terrible. My mother used to make horrible sandwiches. You know, I just don't know if it's really going to happen this time. So that's the junk from the trunk that we need to clean in order to get this sandwich. And truthfully, I had no idea we were going to be talking about sandwiches tonight, but hey, anybody hungry now? So anyway, that is the fullness of it. That is the beginning and middle and end of manifesting. And there's a lot of nuances in between, a lot of tools, a lot of techniques, a lot of practice, but mostly it's just about rolling up our sleeves and having fun with it. And that's exactly what Tanjila and I are planning to do with our course on SoulSearch.
Well, there she is. And I'm going to pull up your course, but quick question first, Chiraya.
Yes.
How do you manage the gremlins when we're wanting to manifest something and it's not happening as fast, we're hitting blocks, and the gremlins come in and say, oh, this is bullshit, you can't do it. How do you manage that?
Yes, so there's a couple of approaches there. One is catching ourselves in the act of thinking that negative thought. And that's when we can use things like cancel clear, like, ooh, I need to redirect my thinking here. Let me do my affirmation. You know, it could be you could do return to your meditation, do your 5-minute visualization again. Or if these gremlins keep coming back again, this is where energy clearing is important. I work with the trifecta here. It's energy clearing on the one hand, manifesting on the other, and this together, they lead to spiritual growth. So our spiritual growth is a natural result of practicing manifesting and energy clearing as two sides of a coin. So we really need both, because it's difficult to think a straight thought about what we want if we have all this contrary built up stuff in the mind body spirit complex, in the subconscious mind, and in our emotional body, in our cells. And so we've got 4 levels where we're clearing on: ancestral lineages, past lives, childhood, early childhood, and cultural conditioning of our day. And you could get into alternate timelines and lots of other places too where it may have manifested from, but that's the basic four. Now, we didn't intend to put all that junk in the trunk. So on the one hand, so Divine Mother says, you're innocent. You didn't mean to jack yourself up that way. But Divine Father says, but you're responsible because you're the only one who can actually get in there and do the work of cleaning that out of your subconscious mind. So now with the masculine and feminine, with the two sides of the coin of manifesting tools plus energy clearing, now we can steer. Now we can get up on the back of our horse of our life and make it go where we want it to go on purpose, because we know that we know what we're doing. This is gnosis. This is self-knowledge, knowledge of who we are, how we operate, and what the mechanics of creation are. And through this, we gain mastery. And it truly is the time for humanity to gain mastery. Would you agree?
Absolutely. That's beautifully stated. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to the website. Tell us about what the two of you are up to here.
Sure. Tanjila, do you want to chime in here?
Sure, I'm happy to. So thanks so much. I mean, Chiraya, for all of you guys who don't know her, she is a master manifesting coach, and she supports lots of spiritual entrepreneurs, many whom you know, many whom have been on the show, quite fully in, bringing forth their business, growing their brand, and just reaching more and more and more people. So we're super excited at SoulSearch to be working together with Chiraya to bring forth this course where we're really leveraging her huge amount of experience and expertise to manifest your brand.
Thank you. Yes, and I agree with Jeffrey. Let's manifest the love-evolution. Absolutely. Our ability to manifest applies to our personal lives, our families, our communities, and our world. And I do have some freebies on my website at Chiraya Dharma if people want to grab a little training on visionary stewardship. But yeah, Scott, did you want to bring up the course page, and we'll just take
Absolutely. Actually, I was just going to Chiraya Dharma, but I'll go there after I bring up the course. There we go. Here we are. So tell us about this. What's this all about?
Yeah, so this is a 50+ lesson course that I created a few years back, working with a number of visionary entrepreneurs, healers, and creators, heart-centered entrepreneurs. And now we're taking it to the next level together on SoulSearch. So these 50 lessons are in 6 modules, and we're going to be doing it as a live, not live in person, but live on Zoom, 8-week course this November into December to really help entrepreneurs and spiritual healers and teachers and people of vision, people who have a powerful message for the world, people who are doing a conscious business, to help them to literally not only learn the manifesting skills that are necessary, but also literally get down to brass tacks and to create their brand copy guidelines, to design their brand. And that includes every single aspect of what it takes, including your launch plan, your perfect customers, and so on and so forth. So the details are all on that page. Maybe we can put it into the link in case anyone is interested there, because we are very excited to offer it, and we know that we'll be able to help a lot of beautiful visionary healers and entrepreneurs get their whole gig up to the next level. Because sometimes it's overwhelming when you're a creative person. You've got so many ideas, or you're not sure which one to do, or you're not sure how to navigate into the next phase of your business, or you're trying to start an entirely new business. And all of these things apply for people to get that kind of support from Tanjila, who is also a beautiful entrepreneur and businesswoman herself with a lot of knowledge. So you'll get both of our input and support during the journey.
Yep, and we're really excited because we're bringing together both the energy work of manifestation and visioning with what Chiraya called the brass tacks of building your brand identity, and bringing all of that together and making it really fun, which Chiraya said is the #1 point of the law of attraction is, are you having fun, or are you getting tight? Are you getting stressed? Are you getting constricted? Because that constriction that we feel is the one thing that really keeps us from moving forward. And so we're going to really be addressing all of that together, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes,
And
indeed.
Chiraya, I have pulled up your website, and I just put it along with the SoulSearch program you guys are doing. So that's all in the chat box. you mentioned that you have an offering for people from
Yes,
your
so
website.
the free tab is where people could get a few different goodies if they wanted to learn how to become, for example, a visionary steward. And so to me, what a visionary steward is somebody who thinks about their world with care and leverages these manifesting principles on purpose for their world. So if we each took up the mantle of being a visionary steward, and let's say you tune in with source and you decide, I'm going to be a visionary steward for the water. I'm going to imagine the waters of the world coming together with being clean and pure. Somebody else might say, I've got humanity. I'm going to imagine humanity awakening and healing. And somebody else might say, I've got the big cats and I've got the forest and I've got the, if everybody on the planet picked a few things that they love about life on earth and imagine the best outcome for all, now we're all doing our job as visionary stewards to care for our planet energetically. And then once again, once we feel and imagine the highest outcome, then we're going to all be compelled to act. People in the other side of the world might be compelled to act because of your imaginal act on behalf of the planet. So because we're all connected that deeply. So anyway, that's, people can grab that if you want. And there's a couple other guided meditations in there as well.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for the amazing work that you do in the world, Chiraya. And you got us off to a great, great start here. Thank you so much.
So grateful. Thanks and blessings, everyone. Much love.
Thanks, Chiraya.
Well, now that you do have better internet, it's still a little fuzzy, but it's better. Tell us a little bit about SoulSearch, and I'll pull up the SoulSearch.
We're so excited to be here with everyone. I'm glad we got the internet going a little bit better. But as most of you guys know on here, SoulSearch is a global online platform for spirituality and consciousness. We bring together spiritual and energetic healers, teachers, guides, experiences, resources, courses, events. And we really bring them all together in one platform where you can dive in, you can connect with spiritual and energetic healers like many of the ones you'll be seeing today, such as Alana Leone and Luana and Chiraya and Samuel. You can also, there's a lot of blog articles you can read on many different topics. There's meditations, there's videos. So really it's a one-stop shop and a resource for you just to start diving in and exploring, what is Ascension? What is a grounding meditation that I could do? You can listen. Kelly Keefe has some great meditations and some beautiful music and some hip hop on here. We have Alana has some beautiful videos on here as well, on different spiritual practices and talks. So it's great. And we also have a community where you can dive in. Brandon has been posting a lot about orgonite and the benefits of different crystals and orgonite. And there's so much you can learn and so much you can do. And it's free to just jump on in and come be a part of the community. And so we really invite all of you guys who are not a part of SoulSearch yet to join us, and as we keep growing together.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, SoulSearch. Thank you for Chiraya for bringing all these beautiful people onto the Global Peace Tribe in the awakening world. Thank you. Thank you. We are going to drop into a meditation. So I want us to just take a few breaths because the show is off to a fast start. Chiraya has so much information, and Tanjila, and now let's just kind of slow down a little bit and get ready, because we're going to drop into a meditation with my friend Marci Shimoff. This is from a show that we did on Saturday Night Live last November. It was another show dedicated to manifesting. And for any of you who don't know Marci Shimoff, she's a New York Times bestselling author, and her whole thing is about miracles, manifesting miracles. She's written books about it. She's been on Oprah. She and her husband and my wife and I traveled to India together many, many years ago, back in 2005. And I've known her a long time, and she's a very special soul. And so this is an 8-minute video from last November, and she's going to take us to a practice. So I want to invite everybody to don't be distracted, put away any other devices or any other distractions, and let's drop in to this beautiful video with Marci Shimoff, which I am pulling up right now.
So as you settle into this moment, in your chair where you're sitting, we're going to start with the first step. There are 3 steps to this activation. And first, we're going to start by connecting in to our own energy, the energy of miracles, and the energy of each other. So I invite you to take some nice deep breaths through your entire body, filling up your whole body with your breath. And now imagine connecting into the vast energy of the universe and the energetic field of miracles by bringing your awareness to your root chakra at the base of your spine. And feel that root chakra grounding in as though there's a cord grounding into the center of beautiful Mother Earth. And feel your connection to Mother Earth. And now if you would move your attention to your crown chakra, top of your head, and feel the energy from your crown chakra moving up through the sky and the stars, and feel your connection to the light of the sun. And let that light shower down through you, through your crown chakra. And now move your attention to your heart, that midpoint inside where the earth and the sky meet. This is the seat of your soul. Feel your heart connected to the vast energy of life from the core of the earth all the way above you to the sun. All of life is contained within your heart, and this is where miracles are born. And from this place, we invite you into partnership, all of us together, the whole community of Saturday Night Alive, with everyone in the world who's connected into the energy of the miraculous. And feel that heart connection, feeling the collective heart and the vaster energy field that we create together in our commitment to living a miraculous life. And now let every facet of yourself open to the energy of the miraculous, allowing yourself to become more and more receptive to miracles in your life. And now we move on to the second step, which is activating miracles. Which is cleansing and clearing out all the old energies that no longer serve us. So notice any habit or old energy or mindset that might be blocking you from opening to miracles. And allow divine grace to just empty out that old energy. Could be that you didn't feel good enough or worthy. Maybe you haven't let yourself believe in possibilities or miracles. Just notice and witness any blocks that you've had. And now we're going to allow divine grace to wash away all of that limitation. Just for a minute, I'm going to become the voice of miracles to speak to whatever has been blocking you. And here's what the voice of miracles would say. You've now served your time in the best way that you thought you could, but now limiting thought or belief or ancestral pattern, whatever you are invited to leave. So please just step into this hand of miracles and allow this hand of miracles to gently dissolve this pattern.
And notice that dissipating and leaving, feeling you freed with more energy for the miraculous. And now finally, in this cleansed state of possibilities, we move into the third step, which is to activate miracles. Your essence is worthy of this. Feel yourself opening more to the miracle zone. Feel the words, I am home, I am enough, I am loved, I am worthy of the miraculous. Take that into your body, breathe that in, and again, for just a moment, I'm going to be the voice of miracles and say to you, I, the energy of miracles, am here for you. We are together. We are one. I am here for you for the rest of your life. I'm here to become an intimate, active, and alive energy in you. And allow yourself to sit in a place of activation where these miracles, this energy, is flowing through your being. And as you do so, healing happens. Physical, mental, spiritual. Allow this energy to infuse into your relationships, into your thoughts, into your circumstances, and into your actions in life. You are miraculous. And the miracle zone is your birthright and has been activated in you. And for this miracle's activation, we give great thanks. And so it is. And take a deep breath. And when you feel ready, you can stretch a little bit. And you can slowly open your eyes.
I've got the camera on Tanjila and Omashar. How was that for you two?
Beautiful. Yeah.
It was actually, profound. It was very beautiful. Yes. And I love the way she introduced it. I'd like to go back and have that meditation for myself, because after you went to the crown and then went to the root and then to the crown, and went into the heart, I just felt the connection with the soul. And through the soul, I felt connected to us all. And thank you.
Yeah.
It was wonderful, Scott. And, today's the new moon. So happy new moon to everyone. And, with these new moon energies coming in, it's the Virgo new moon, which is, the energies of being industrious and doing. And we have all those energies coming through. But sometimes when we're moving forth and the doingness, we can get a little bit nervous and things can go awry. And Scott, as we have with the show tonight, we had so many things happening, and it was just how beautiful with this theme of manifestation, and to play Marci's meditation for us to take that step back, because that is actually the first step in manifestation.
I felt exactly the same thing, because we were kind of rushing into the show, and just the stop, let's center and be together was perfect. Thank you.
Exactly.
And just I'm just put into the chat box the information on Marci. And if people want more of Marci, her website is, no, that's Manifesting with Chiraya and Tanjila. We definitely want that. Hers is youryearofmiracles.com. Youryearofmiracles.com is Marci's website. And she offers a free quiz that's kind of fun to take. And she works with some really amazing women. All three of those women have been on our shows a few times. So definitely join the yearofmiracles.com. And again, I am going to put that into the chat box. And Marci's wonderful. She's really a terrific person to work with. And I'm grateful that she did that meditation for us. Tanjila, would you like to introduce Miguel for some music?
Sure. So really excited to introduce Miguel Montoya from Sedona, Arizona. And he is an incredible musician who we're going to hear his music now. It's featured on all major music platforms, and he does incredible fusion of medicine music and modern music and dance. And he is also a multifaceted holistic practitioner and has been serving thousands of clients over 20 years as a spiritual land guide, breathwork facilitator, sound healer, meditation teacher, qigong and yoga teacher, and spiritual life coach with a wide assortment of healing tools and a compassionate and intuitive, eloquent manner that endears him into his guest's heart. So he brings all of that beautiful healing work that he has done over the past 20 years into his music, and we're really excited to be hearing him today. Thank you, Miguel.
Thank you, Tanjila. It's a pleasure to be here. And thank you, Scott. I've really enjoyed all the presenters, and thank you for asking me to be here. So the first song that I wanted to share with the audience today is called Now I Bloom. And I thought it would fit really well with the theme of manifestation because we go through a lot of stages in life. And this song really touches into the doubt and the struggle, the gaining of the faith, the perseverance to put things into action, and then the action, which is the final step, that excited action. So this song kind of covers the whole journey. And as a result, it's kind of my own personal journey. And so it's very deep and personal. And I think you guys will relate to it. So without further ado, this is called Now I Bloom. I was blind, feeling my way through the sun, listening to the divine, weighted water so high. While I walk, entering greater, I am bound to falter. Where does the path lead at all? All the mysteries of you, faces I've seen through, always born brand new. Yeah, I never explore the sublime to find out why I'm searching my soul just to find, yeah, that I am. That I am, oh I am, that I am. Lord, you've turned me inside out, but now I get to bloom. Lord, you've turned me inside out, now I see your truth. Lord, you've turned me inside out, now I get to bloom. Lord, you've turned me inside out, now I see your truth. That I am, that I am, oh I am, that I am. I was blind, healed myself through time, nearly lost my mind, conquered this dark night, yeah. I walk on, entering cradles, I am bound to call for wise ones ascended before. I never explore the sublime to find out why I'm searching my soul just to find, yeah, that I am, souls rise. We must walk through the door. The light we shine through the storm. Earth shall now transform. Yeah. Our souls rise. We must walk through the door. Light we shine through the storm. Earth shall now transform. Yeah. Into light. Into light. Oh, into light. Into light.
That's all Twinkle Him. I'm going to go the full gallery to give Miguel some love.
Woo.
Beautiful.
How was the sound? Was it okay?
The sound was great. The sound was good. Yeah, thank you. We spent a little time working on the soundtrack. I'm going to put on the spotlight.
Thank you,
with
Dr.
Miguel,
Laura.
because, yeah, beautiful comments coming in. So Miguel, of course, is one of the people on SoulSearch. So Tanjila, you want to talk a little bit about how this is an example of someone, you know, that how people can find people on SoulSearch?
Sure. So exactly. So you can find Miguel on SoulSearch. You can just type his name into the search box and you can learn all about him, his music, who he is as a healer. And this is something that we have for all of our practitioners. Basically, they can come on here and they can really showcase who they are as multidimensional beings in terms of being a holistic practitioner, being a yoga teacher, being a land guide, a sound healer, as well as a musician. And that's really what we wanted to do at SoulSearch, is really support all of our healers and guides to showcase who they are in so many different levels, because everyone has so many incredible talents, so many modalities that they practice, and they're bringing them out into this world, and really the world is looking for all of the support and energetic healing and guidance. And SoulSearch is here to really showcase and say to people all around the world, are you looking for healing? Are you looking for support? Are you looking for an in-person retreat? Are you looking to connect with the land? Are you looking for meditation or music? Whatever it is, we have so many people here who can really support you in that journey. And Miguel here is one of those. So we're really excited to have him be a part of our SoulSearch family.
I wanted to answer a quick question that came in. Somebody said, what the heck is a land guide? So a land guide in this context is a spiritually based tour guide. And so, yes, I'm giving a full tour history, Native American information, plants, animals, all that good stuff. But it's also more like a session. We're using Qigong, guided meditation, life coaching elements to really draw out their intention, to make that intention in the vortex of Sedona, and then to really magnify those intentions through prayer and ceremony, sacred song, sound healing, all those elements. Anything goes, because I get to use all my techniques in a land guiding session. So hopefully that answered that for anyone who's curious. And there's so many incredible places to go in Sedona. So there's no shortage.
That's a great segue. We're going to promote our retreat in Sedona, but I'm glad it came up because I didn't know you were a land guide. I just met Miguel for the first time this afternoon, but hopefully he will be one of the land guides for our people coming to the retreat in October. And that's one of the many things that'll be, an option for people, that they can go out with people like Miguel. And so since a lot of the people watching are going to be coming to our retreat, tell us a little bit about what does that mean to go out to a vortex and a power spot with you?
Yeah, so, I like to think of it as carrying on in the tradition of many indigenous tribes in the area, namely Yavapai, Apache, Hopi, and Navajo are the big four. And they have been coming to Sedona for hundreds, if not thousands of years to do these personal retreats. And so It's commonly known here in Sedona by those who are sensitive that the energy does have a way of magnifying whatever it is that you bring to its energy. And so, we get wise after a while to realize that what we do in the vortex is magnified 100-fold, 1,000-fold, maybe more. And so to get really ceremonious about our intention is a beautiful thing. So we come together in sacred circles, and we do all kinds of breath work and qigong, and I really help people to feel energy in a new way. If they've never gotten to feel energy in their hands, many of our listeners might be qigong practitioners or Reiki practitioners. Maybe they know, but some don't. And it's always fun to go deeper. So I like to get people into their higher self alignment, tune into the energy of the vortex, magnify our prayers and intentions through our heart center, and do whatever healing work is necessary to open that heart in a bigger way, so that the experience is more meaningful to everyone. And I use native flutes and drums and Tibetan bowls and rattles and everything I can, tuning forks to help people open up and have a beautiful experience. And then, of course, Sedona as a backdrop is my office. It's pretty cool. It does most of the work.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, Miguel is going to be back for more music, another song a little bit later on in the show. And I'm imagining a lot of people who come to our retreat. Oh, yes, Tanjila.
Oh, I just wanted to say, and then Chiraya just posted in the chat, I experienced the best and most amazing tour of Sedona with Miguel. He's really greatly, highly recommended. And I can second that, because I have been to many, many sacred sites and sacred places with Miguel, and really always an incredible, beautiful, magical experience. So deeply healing in so many levels. It's, when Miguel takes you on a land journey, it's a journey, at the soul level, and you really get to connect with the land of Sedona and the indigenous, energies there in a really beautiful, magical way. So thank you.
Thanks, Tanjila. Thank you, Chiraya.
Miguel, make sure that you are in Sedona and not too booked up October 21st to the 25th while we're having our retreat, because I'm guessing a lot of our friends are going to want, now that they've met you, for you to be their land guide.
That's also my birthday weekend, so I'll try not to be too busy, but I'll be partying a lot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tanjila knows what my birthday.
Exactly. He has an all weekend birthday weekend, but that's also part of our music festival on the 23rd too, which is also part of our retreat. So a lot of opportunities to stay connected.
Yeah, it's going to be the time to be in Sedona. Miguel, we'll see you in a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tanjila, would you like to introduce Dana?
Sure. So I'm happy to introduce one of our other amazing platinum members from SoulSearch, Dana Mistretta. Dana offers a unique blend of life coaching in combination with shamanic practices. As a Reiki master, ceremonialist, and sound healer, she also facilitates gong frequency to support her clients in receiving an instantaneous cellular upgrade and deeper connection with the creator. She offers both live and remote sessions to individuals and private groups. As a plant-based ceremonial chef who follows indigenous dietas, she understands how nutrition optimizes the body and clears the vessel. Dana has been featured on several national and international platforms for her work as a life coach, ceremonialist, and wellness practitioner, including CNN, Bloom TV, The Real World Reunion. She's also a published curriculum writer, artist, and international fitness cover model. And I've also had the pleasure of sitting in ceremony with Dana, which is an incredibly beautiful experience. And she is extremely profound in the way that she brings one through ceremony, and the gong frequency that she creates for clients and for all of us is absolutely beautiful. So I'm so excited to be introducing and welcoming Dana to the show tonight. Thank you, Dana.
Wow, thank you so much for that beautiful introduction, Tanjila and Scott, for hosting. This is my first time with the community, and it's so great to see so many different people here. Miguel, brother, your music was such a blessing. Thank you so much. It's great to reconnect with you. And I've also been blessed to hear Miguel play live. And so wonderful again to hear you and connect with you here. And I love this topic. As Tanjila was expressing my multidimensional background, I've learned the art of manifestation, and that's really supported me in reinventing myself time and time again, and tapping into my own dormant faculties, talents, and gifts and magic that I get to birth and rebirth into this world. And so manifestation is a dear topic to me. It's something that I absolutely love. And I'm here to offer some tips, some guides to support you in what your manifestations are. And manifesting at the highest level to me is really tapping into your divine purpose, your divinity, the reason why you are here. Because while it's great to manifest the item, the car, the experience, what really fuels us in life is when we're able to manifest our purpose. And so manifestation for me always starts with a vision. And so asking yourself, like, what does my true self desire? What do I see? And it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what you've been through. As a matter of fact, at the height of my manifestation, I was coming out of a really low point. I was going through a divorce. I was co-parenting, raising my son at the time. I was tired. I was exhausted. And in that point is actually where a new vision of my life was birthed. So really, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what you've been through. If you see a different version of yourself and you could strongly, deeply connect with that version through visualization, and then through the feeling of what would it feel like to become that person, that is the energy and that is the frequency that starts to communicate with the field, which is the universal energies that exist all around us. This is how we talk. This is how we communicate our desires. It's not through saying, I want, I would like. As a matter of fact, those things kind of cause interruption. It's actually through our feeling. And we've been sold a little bit of a lie in terms of the way that we operate through life. And so a lot of times we think that in order to achieve something, it's in the doing, it's in the checklist item, it's in the people I get to call, the things I get to do, the graphs, the charts. And 80% of human beings live their life through the lens of doing, and the other 20% in the being. Now, if we can flip that paradigm and come into our being, specifically our ways of being, and move forward from that space, then that's where the manifestation lies. That's where the creator can come in to support you. That's where we run into synchronicities, synchrodestinies, where we meet people, places, and things, so that we are finding the easiest pathway into our vision versus the force, where a lot of times doing can come from the force. And so in that channel of being, it's really truly the feminine. It's opening yourself up to being able to receive, to listen to the creator. And when the creator speaks, it's generally outside of the norm. And this is when your intuition comes in. So in other words, we'll kind of backtrack. You have a vision. What does it feel like to become that person? And then how do we detach from the doing and become more into the being? Seeing ourselves in that space, what it feels like, the intentions that I set for my day. And then from that space, how do I open myself up to receive messages? Intuition. Intuition is a voice that is disruptive from your normal voice. So it sounds like this. Okay, I'm driving along and I normally go to Starbucks, and it's this Starbucks around the corner, and I hear a voice that says, well, don't go to that Starbucks today. Go to that Starbucks. And I go, I don't want to go to that Starbucks. Why would I go to that Starbucks? There's someone there. There's a divine appointment. And it's happened to me every single time. Every time. I've heard something come up and I go, why would I do that? I'm like, wait a second, listen a little bit deeper. You were just in meditation. You were seeking, right, a solution. And this might be it. And I've gone into places and I've seen things that I visualize that are just right there. Or I've met someone that has led me to the place where I'm supposed to be next, where I get to go next. I've been invited to spaces. That's a matter of fact, how I reconnected with Tanjila and how I ended up on this show. Just like that. And so these are tips to support you in moving forward in your manifestation process. And I've got a whole bunch of them, but I think that that's really important that we put ourselves in the state of attraction through our vibrational frequency, and we learn to detach from the doing and become more inspired by the feeling. And it's not that we don't get to do. It's not that we don't get to do. As some of the other presenters mentioned before, taking that action is a big piece of the puzzle. Tanjila opened a door. She gave me an invitation, but I got to receive it. I got to walk through. I got to follow up and connect with her to create this and make this happen. That's inspired action. That's what I call inspired action, because it's coming in through spirit. It's in connection with my vision. And the thing is guys, like a lot of times there's so many opportunities that surround us. There's so many blessings. There's so many things that we can be an energetic heck yes to. And when an invitation comes your way, if it doesn't match your vision and it doesn't match your values, it's a no, it's a distraction. It's a distraction. Thank you. And maybe at another time, right? Not now. I'm on a pathway and this is where I'm going. And so those are my tips. It's wonderful to share with you a little bit about how manifestation works in my life. I do consider myself to be a master manifester. I could probably tell story after story of huge things that I've manifested, and also just like little micro things. And I always find that those are the best, because they are like the divine surprise of like, oh, I was thinking of that. And oh, here it is. That's amazing. You're welcome, Yan.
I love what you said about receptivity. And I do know that that's something that, you know, you're really masterful at. I think we would love to hear one example. Tell us one miracle story from your life about manifesting.
Oh goodness, Scott, there's so many. This one just happened recently. So I'll go with this. I was up in Sedona and I was at a magical place called the Chocolatry. And there was an auction that they had there. And there's this beautiful table laid out. And I saw this gorgeous plant in a terracotta pot. Me and my partner just bought a home and we're doing all like terracotta flooring. And I was like, oh my goodness, like that plant is ours. Not like I want that plant, it's going to be ours. Like that plant is ours. It was this strong belief, this knowing. So of course we bought the raffle tickets. I spoke to the woman who works there, Radhika. I was like, Radhika, I love this plant. She goes, you know, it's really funny, Dana, because it wasn't meant to be here. I walked into the Chocolatry this morning and it said, put me on the auction table. And she was like, really? You've been here since we started. Like, you're like almost like a beacon here. And she said the plant wanted to go. And I was like, because it's coming home with me. And so I said, when's the auction? When are you drawing the tickets, the raffle? And she said, tomorrow. So I was like, okay, great. I'm getting a call tomorrow. Well, I didn't get a call the next day, and I didn't get a call the next day, and I didn't get a call the next day. And I remember just thinking, well, that's really interesting, because I know like that plant is meant to be in our home. 4 months later, I'm in my home and I'm cleaning, and I think about the plant, and I was like, it's so interesting that she's not here yet. Like, not like that she's not mine, we didn't win the raffle. Like, it's just interesting she's not here yet. Like, where is she? And I go to another restaurant in Phoenix, which is now an hour and a half away, and it's called the Giving Tree. And her father owns that restaurant. I have lunch with my friend, and I go to walk out, and on the table, there she is. Big, beautiful plant. I was like, that's my plant. Like, how is she here? And I'm like, did he win it? Like, trying to like figure it all out. I was like, maybe I should ask, maybe I shouldn't. And in that tentative moment, the chef saw me and came out and said, wow, I really love your dress. And I got in a conversation with her and I was like, just ask her. And I said, I'm curious about this plant. She goes, it's really funny. It was in this raffle up in Sedona. And I said, at the Chocolatry for the raffle for the headwaters. And she said, yeah. And I said, I put tickets on that to win it. And I said, and I believed that like it was mine. Like, I recognize her. And she said that someone in Phoenix won it. They transported it here and they haven't responded. And she said, so we've been looking like, should we give it to someone? What should we do? And I was like, me. And she's like, I believe it's meant to be yours. And I was like, oh, it is. And so 2 days later, it's heavy. I picked it up and brought it home. She's sitting right here. So
that's a great example. And you know what I love about it is your confidence in it, right? Like you had like this total confidence that that's, you know, you were in that connection, like we're supposed to be together. And you saw it as the beautiful being that's supposed to be part of your life. And just the confidence to ask about it, the confidence to know it, the confidence to receive it. That's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really magical. And it reminds me of, you know, the magic that I am and that we all hold a magic wand.
Yep. So again, you've met this wonderful woman and you're wanting to figure out a way to connect with her. What do? You go to SoulSearch and you find spiritual and energetic healers and guides. Now, there's a lot of people there you could put in the search. She happens to be actually the third one down, along with all these other amazing people. Krista is going to be on the show tomorrow. Deva was on last month, and so it goes. So these are all amazing, amazing people. India was on our show last night. Alana is here right now, and she's going to be on in a little while. Laura was on a month ago. Lisa was on a month ago. Luana is here with us tonight. So these are just 10 of the hundreds of people that are part of SoulSearch. But we are going to click through to you, Dana, and tell us, what do you most enjoy doing? Like if our people come to, say, Sedona, would you be available for private retreats with them?
Yes, absolutely. I do work with people one-on-one, and I also support small group retreats. I love working with women and integrating my life coaching practices along with gong and frequency healing and guided meditation. And I'm here in Phoenix, and I'm also up in Sedona, which is a quite magical place to connect. So
Great. So again, if you go to SoulSearch and you put in Dana and you find her, and what's nice about the way the SoulSearch directory is created is it's really easy to contact people. You can contact them, send a message, they immediately get it, they respond to you. And of course, there's all sorts of information about Dana, all about what she does, where she's located. And it's true for almost all of her presenters there. So SoulSearch strikes again. Angela, is there anything you'd like to add?
I just want to say thank you for Dana, and thanks for that beautiful example of a miracle and of manifestation. And what was so beautiful about that example is that you really showed us that you were never attached. You know, you knew the plant was yours, but there was never an attachment to it, and there was never this nervousness or this, again, that constriction of like, I have to have it. What's going to happen if I don't get it? Oh my God, if it's not mine, I'm going to like lose it. You know, so there was none of those, you know, vibrations of constriction or negativity coming in, which allowed for that manifestation to unfold in the way that it was supposed to. And I think that was another beautiful example of, you know, we believe that things have to happen for us in X, Y, and Z way. But really, you know, the universe is so miraculous and abundant. It can happen in any way. So just letting go and letting God, as they say, you allowed this to just really unfold so beautifully. And what a great example of just letting go, and you knew the plant was yours, and she arrived in your arms one way or the other.
Well, thank you, Dana, for being with us. Looking forward to seeing you in October.
you're welcome. You too, Scott. Thank you. Thanks, Tanjila.
Well, this is a good time for us to talk about the retreat, and it's built around some wonderful events. Tell us a little bit about the psychic fair, the music festival, and some of the things that are going to be happening.
Sure. So Scott and I are super excited to be planning together the first ever Global Peace Tribe in-person retreat in Sedona, Arizona, which is one of my most favorite places on the planet, extremely magical and a high vibe. And so what better location for us to be hosting this event? And there's going to be a lot of opportunities for workshops with our favorite SoulSearch luminaries and practitioners, many who are meeting here over these days and in the future. And then also we have a psychic and healing fair that will be happening on Saturday. That will, we're inviting everyone to come and get to meet more practitioners, get healings, body work, meet other, different types of practitioners selling different products such as crystals and organite. And then we also have a music festival. Neil Gar from Portal to Ascension, he and I have got together and we have organized a one-day super conscious music festival in Sedona, Arizona, where we're going to have so many of our incredible local artists, such as Miguel, Montoya. Sedona is an incredibly spiritual place. So we're so blessed to have wonderful musicians and artists that are really performing from the heart and bringing forth, music of great spirit. So, and then of course, we're going to have our famous Love Coach Academy founder and coach Scott here doing his own programs and workshops and sessions as well, which is going to be really exciting for everyone and, not to be missed, of course.
And we've really done our best to make it as inexpensive as possible. And there will be a lot of lodging options and a lot of transportation options. And so we'll have, when you do register, then we'll hook you up with one of our volunteers who will give you all the different options of whether you want to have your own, if you have more money and you want to have your own place right in Sedona, we'll give you options for that. If you want to maybe be part of a larger house full of Global Peace Tribers, save a little bit of money, there's that option. Or if you want to be living in an outlying or staying in an outlying area, but you have a car or you want to use our shuttle, that's an option. Also, likewise, we will provide some shuttles for people that fly into Phoenix. We'll shuttle you up to Sedona. It's about a 2-hour drive from Phoenix Airport. So we really are going to do our best to make it as cost effective as possible, and people can kind of play at the level they want to play at. But here's the key: register today. And I'll tell you why you want to register today. Last night, I made an offer. I said the first 5 people who register, I'll buy dinner for them in Sedona at the retreat. Well, right away, 5 people registered. So I feel like I have to offer the same thing to the Saturday night crowd. And some of the people that are here, Karen Eisenberg is one of the people who right away registered. Roger and Bonnie, they registered right away. Christina registered right away. And I think they're all with us tonight. So if you want dinner paid for by Scott, register tonight. And I just put in the links. Also, you'll get the early bird price plus a free dinner from Scott. And we're going to be at nice restaurants. So definitely join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to really create a lot of meals together. Now, I'm only buying one dinner. You can choose which dinner, but we are going to have a lot of meals together. And, funny coincidence, right? How I just talked about Roger. I have to admit people in, when people arrive, literally Roger just arrived while we were talking about 60 seconds after I mentioned that he was one of the people who got a free dinner last night. So Roger, I just talked about you. So join us. We're going to have 3 meals a day together. So there'll be a lot of chance to really meet and connect. We've all been bonding over this time. There's going to be a chance for us to be in nature together, move together, dance together, break bread together, and meet in person. It's going to be pretty wonderful. And I'm really looking forward to it.
It's going to be such a beautiful experience, and really being able to get together and meet in person in magical Sedona with all the energies of the land is really going to be a beautiful experience. And also there's going to be the opportunities for land journeys as well. So there's going to be a lot of flexibility in the schedule for everyone, because you may want to take land journeys in the morning and get private sessions in the afternoon one day. So we want that to be flexible so that everyone can have their full Sedona experience and full Global Peace Tribe experience.
And a lot of the people you've met through SoulSearch will be doing place shops, workshops. And then if you want to hire them for private sessions, you can do that. I've put the link to register into the Zoom room. I've also put the link with the proposed agenda. So you can take a look at what we've got planned. So definitely take a look at that, register right away. You want to get your free dinner. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great time. Last thing we should mention is the 4 days are pretty well set. I mean, it might change a little bit. Which musical artists we bring in might change. We're right now thinking Kristen and Cornflower, but it'll definitely be some of your, Omashar is definitely going to be there. And so you're going to meet a lot of the people that you've seen on this show and love. And we might, if enough people want to stay longer, we might add some additional days and figure that out. But right now, let's just get that base weekend going. So with that, I see Tanjila is busy responding to somebody.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm here.
It's time for us to meet Samuel, the angelic knight.
Very exciting. So I'm really excited to introduce you all to Samuel, the angelic knight. He is a spiritual counselor, public speaker, screenwriter, poet, and yes, a divine, clear channeler. Although his passionately fierce, intimate relationship with the angelic realm and Master Yeshua, Jesus Christ, is not new, learning to use the spiritual gift in this way is. Stepping aside and completely trusting in Holy Spirit and the divine to flow through him to deliver messages filled with wisdom, love, compassion, and divine truth. The true inspiration of the title Angelic Knight belongs to the phenomenal warrior angel who visited Samuel as a child. Samuel has certifications in spiritual counseling and angelic healing. His purpose is to be an ambassador and beacon of love, reaching the hearts and raising the consciousness of those on the planet by choosing to be an instrument for source, spreading faith, love, and understanding through the multitude of gifts he's blessed with. So really excited to have Samuel here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so honored to be on this program. This is my first time being on the program. This is really my first time in stepping into something this big. And so I'm so honored to be with all you light workers and beautiful people of Source. And thank you, Tanjila, for that beautiful introduction. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful and even better now that we have you here with us. And so we'd love to hear a little bit about you, your thoughts about manifesting at the highest levels, and, and then hear whatever you have to come through for us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. So manifestation, it starts with self-love and it starts with gratitude. And at the first level of manifestation, it really follows the stages of soul evolution. When we go through the stages of our cellular evolution and expanding our consciousness, at first, just like anything, it takes time. We're maybe confused. So the first stage is, it sounds harsh, but sometimes it's victim mentality. And what do I mean by that? It means that in order to start manifesting, we have to take an internal look at all the paradigms, all the imprints that no longer serve us. So many of the masters who have already spoken has talked about this, clearing that energy. Our cells are listening to our thoughts. They're listening to our words. And we've been imprinted on since birth by the world, some of which doesn't promote our next ascension where we want to go. So when we go within and we start taking inventory of what are we telling ourselves? How do we speak about ourselves? That's that self-love. Self-love and gratitude are the instrumental ingredients in awakening and manifestation. One of my mentors, Marilyn Harper, she has a saying that says, change your bracelet. And what that means is every time you have a thought that doesn't serve your highest good or your highest joy or what you want to create in your life, you change your bracelet to the other hand that gives you practice and self-awareness of what you're telling yourself. The universe communicates through vibration and through frequency. So in order to see the reality you want in your outside world, it begins with the reality in your inner world. So then the next step, stage 2, is when you begin to, after you've taken mental inventory of your thoughts, after you start giving your mind and your body and your soul nutrition, you have to vibrate. You have to become what it is you wish to see. You know, take out phrases like, I want, or I'd like to have, because you're telling source, you're telling yourself that you know you don't actually have it. But in the second stage, you start saying, I am that. You use your intention. Everything is intention. Everything is focus. Where your energy flows, or where your, yes, where your energy go, where your focus goes is where your energy flows. And so focusing with that intention of what you want to create, whether it's a new career path, more abundance in finances, a greater, healthier relationship. Start feeling that, visualize that. Ask yourself empowering questions. Ask yourself things like, what would it feel like? Or what would I do if X, Y, and Z was my reality? And when you ask those questions, Source will begin to answer you. You visualize, I am bringing this, I am this. Harness that feeling in your cells on a deep level. Harness that, integrate that into your cells, dear ones. And then that vibration, the universe begins to respond. Then you take action. You don't need to know where the staircase leads. Sometimes we get analysis paralysis. Well, where do I start? You just begin knowing. You take that next step, and then you start to listen and see the signs of source. And then when you start getting what it is that you desire, start creating, you say, thank you, bring me more. Thank you, Most High, bring me more. So with that, I am going to step aside and allow a message to channel through me. Greetings, dearest one. We are overjoyed to be with each of you and your divine presence. We have not much time. So on this day, not only will we talk about manifestation, but we come to remind you. And what is it that we come to remind you of, dearest beings of light? We come to remind you of love. Dearest ones, as so many of the masters before have spoken and said on this program, manifestation begins what all things of the highest order are made of: love, self-love, and gratitude. Dearest ones, as you choose to manifest things into your reality, you must embody it. You must first raise your vibration to that of love. You must first do the cellular and cellular work. You must feel it in the very heart of your being. And you do that with soul work. You do that with focusing your intention and energies. You do that by accepting what it is you want to manifest. Dearest beings of love, we remind you that you are worthy. Dear ones, put your hand on something sacred, yourselves. And in your heart, repeat with your own words, I am worthy of love. I am divine treasure. And I step into all the abundance that is my divine birthright. Yes, dear ones, your divine birthright. Our channel spoke of the imprints that you experience and begins to mold your thoughts during your human experience. And some of which come from your Akash, others from your experience as a child or from society. And then there is the ego that believes it is protecting you, keeping you in a safe bubble, but your soul yearns for more. It is time to grow and expand. So we remind you that you were born from the greatest depths of love. We remind you that you are a divine being living a human experience. And though you experience things, you do not have to be defined by it. Even experiences that you may deem as not so good, find the gratitude, for they are lessons. Gratitude is the abracadabra of the universe. Even experience you deem not good, you survived them, you grew stronger from it. And it doesn't have to define you. Feel the love that you are made from. Dearest ones, we remind you that each of you are source's articulation of love. You are God's articulation of love. And it is that love. It is that love that flows through each and everything and in you that you must anchor daily into your being. Let it reverberate into your soul. That is when you start to freely see the miracles in your life. That divine feminine energy where you let go and you understand that source is nurturing you. You feel the light. You feel that you are wrapped in the womb of source, being nurtured by it. And so now you don't have to do. You just are. You are love. You are that abundance. You are the miracle. And dearest ones, each of you are the miracle. You are the new dawn. You are bringing in the new consciousness. You are manifesting each of you together. You are raising the love and vibrations. And each of you in your individual soul paths. And when you collaborate, you are anchoring in such great change and positivity that is the catalyst that kindles the divine flame of love within each of your souls and those you come into contact with. Manifestation. You started on your spiritual path, searching. Isn't it profound that the great Tanjila, her platform is SoulSearch? And look what you each have found. Each other, and greater still, the deeper gifts of your soul. You want to manifest a richer existence. Find what brings you joy. Discover your unique gifts and talents that you love to share, that makes your soul sing. Each of you are divine instruments. And when each of you come together and share your gifts with the world and share the manifestations through your divine free will, your instrument joins an orchestra, a cosmic orchestra that sings. I am speaking individually to each of you. Each of you are a love letter from source by source. We wish for you to think of this analogy. When you were young and it was your birthday, oftentimes people said, make a wish. And with your childlike faith, enthusiasm, with that emotion, with believing and knowing it is coming true, you made a wish. There is ones, heed the gravity of the words I say next. You are sources, wish made manifest. Breathe that in. You are sources, wish and love made manifest. Wear that like a blanket so that in your individual lives, you are aware that as a co-creator with Source, it is excited to create with you. You are. There is nothing you have to be. There is no supposed to be that or supposed to be this. It is not contingent upon what society thinks of you or what you think you're supposed to achieve. It is inherent. There is once. And all of Source supports you for your highest good and joy. Let that divine imprint, the original imprint, be that which carries you into your awakening. We love you. We support you. And remember, you each are divine treasures, manifesting a new world of great love. Namaste.
Stay.
Hi, Tanjila.
Oh, Samuel, thank you so much. We have beautiful gratitude for you in the chat here. Gratitude, Pam saying gratitude is the abracadabra of the universe. Wow, I have never heard anything like that before in my life. Amazing and yes, magical. Thank you for this message among all of the beautiful messages you shared tonight, Samuel. So
I'm grateful. Thank you all. Namaste.
Before you go, just want to show people again, if you want to find Samuel, if you want to have some private channeling with him or work with him, you're going to find him on SoulSearch. Samuel, the Angelic Knight. And I had seen your name, Samuel, and I was really intrigued by it. And what a beautiful, beautiful soul you are. Thank you for the channeling and your clear dedication to raising consciousness and supporting humanity as part of this awakening world. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm honored. Thank you.
We'll see you. Hope you can make it from Atlanta to Sedona. It'd be great to meet you in person.
And so it is. Yes, my friend.
Take care.
Let's manifest that. But thank you, Samuel. And for those of you who, this is your experience with Samuel, I can see he's an incredible divine channel, really powerful. I've also had personal session with him and really blew me away energetically. So definitely, I recommend reaching out to him through SoulSearch and connecting with his beautiful soul and messages. And so next we're here with Omashar, right, Scott?
That's right.
Beautiful. So we are so blessed to be having another performance from Omashar, our house musician for the Awakening World. As you all know, he is an accomplished singer, songwriter, and transformational workshop facilitator. His music, which he terms metaphysical pop, celebrates the connection of all life and the journey we all take home to our true self. And we're just always so blessed to have you here with us, Omashar. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And Sam, thank you so much. Your presence is palpable here. The moment you started speaking, I felt my heart open, like just even further than it was already. And the song I have lined up is kind of interesting. It's a fun song, and it's called Feel the Love. And it has a chorus, which I hope you can all sing along to, muted, please. And I'm just going to pop that in the chat right now. It's really, really simple lyrics. There it is, Feel the Love, and let it turn you around. And so without further ado, I shall get into it. It's about truth. It's about being true to yourself.
Did we lose Omashar's sound? Okay, there you're back. I thought we lost your sound for a second, Omashar.
Feeling here in my heart. It's been a long time coming. It tore me apart. I looked into your eyes. You love me a lot. You were the one who helped me change my thought. Change my thought. I'm singing. I feel the love, feel the love come tumbling down. I feel the love, and let it turn you around with singing. I feel the love, and feel the love come tumbling down. I feel the love, and let it turn you around, You looked into my eyes, you spoke only truth. I found I couldn't live with myself until I opened to you, So now I'm doing the right thing. It's the only way I know. And I'm not ashamed of myself, I'm just going with the flow, and singing. Feel the love come tumbling down. Feel the love, and let it turn you around, We're singing. Feel the love, and feel the love come tumbling down. Feel the love, and let it turn you around, about this new feeling here in my heart. I won't let it leave me, I won't let us part. I've been waiting a long time for you to enter my life, and now I'm with you forever. I'm with you forever. Sing along and feel the love, and feel the love come tumbling down, and feel the love, and let it turn you around, turn you around. We're singing and feel the love, and feel the love come tumbling down, and feel the love, and let it turn you around, turn you around. We're singing, feel the love, and feel the love come tumbling down, and feel the love, and let it turn you around, turn you around. We're singing, feel the love, and feel the love come tumbling down, and feel the love, and let it turn you around, turn you around, and let it turn you around. Feel the love, and feel the love come tumbling down, and feel the love, and let it turn you around, turn you around, and let it turn you around. Love, and feel the love come tumbling down forever. Feel the love, and let it turn you around, turn you around, and let it turn you around, turn you around, and let it turn you around, turn you around, and we can be happy.
Let's all twinkle Omashar. Beautiful. I loved watching all of you dancing. Great to see so many of our friends, Karen and the Wild Monk, and beautiful, beautiful friends dancing. Eleanor Joy rocking it out. Fantastic. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Omashar. And Omashar will be with us tomorrow for our Sacred Sunday show. And he's with us almost every show, which is such a blessing. Omashar, you are such a wonderful addition to the Global Peace Tribe and these shows every weekend. Thank you for your dedication and just so much love, so much artistry, so much good stuff.
It's fun.
It is fun. It is fun. And if you want more Omashar, there's a couple ways to do it. His website is omashar.com, and then you can go to his YouTube channel, and he's got some beautiful videos. I love Kingdom of Gold, Dark Night. You've heard some of these songs on our shows. You can watch the videos. You don't have to wait until the weekend to get Omashar. You can get him anytime by YouTube.
Actually, the best way of supporting me is through Bandcamp. Omashar.bandcamp.com. You can pour the money in there and I'll get it, most of it.
Okay. So Omashar at Bandcamp.
Omashar.bandcamp.com. Thank you.
Omashar.bandcamp.com. I'll pull that up. All right. Thank you. And Tanjila has another amazing person to introduce us to.
Yes, I'm super excited to introduce Brandon Strabala, and I'm so happy he came on right after Omashar's music, because in Sedona, he is our dance leader. Talk about keeping the whole community high vibe. Brandon is the organizer of actually what I believe to be the most beautiful ecstatic dance in the world on the Yavapai Red Rocks. Incredibly beautiful. When all of you who are signing up for the retreat come to Sedona, you have to check out Brandon's incredible ecstatic dance. It's one of the best things that you can do. And he's an incredible organizer and lifts all of our vibration in the whole community. So Brandon, I'm so excited to have you here. And he's also the founder of Organite Nights, and he creates these incredible Organites. I am actually traveling in Mount Shasta right now, but I have Brandon's Organites of all sizes, and I've given them as gifts to so many of my family and friends, and very big ones, and they're creating powerful organite healing, and he's been creating these powerful organite healing and transformational tools for over a decade. They're guaranteed to help with EMF sensitivity with zero claims against the effectiveness, and he'll talk to us a little bit about how he creates these magical tools. And he's also the self-published author of Dancing Beyond Cancer and co-owner of SedonaDances.com, Sedona's silent sound experience. So Brandon is a man of many talents, and we're just so excited to have you here with us tonight. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be on here, to be talking. I'm like, I absolutely love making all of these organites. I'm like, I make them in, I mean, this is one of my bigger ones if you want to help the whole neighborhood. But it's the metals inside that collect the radiation. And then I put 50 crystals in each one to add all the good frequencies in. But I have a lot of fun with them. You can find them on my website, organites.com. I've been doing it for 10 years, never had anyone tell me they don't work. In fact, my only complaints are my big ones are too strong like that. So I think that's a compliment personally. So that's kind of the way I see it.
And Brandon, how do you feel that the organites and your creations support people in manifesting and, manifestation?
I definitely feel they support manifesting. I mean, I feel they constantly work at promoting good vibes, but they also carry our intentions too with it. Everything's a frequency. So the more we're putting our intentions out, and I think that was the one thing that I felt manifesting at your highest level. I just wanted to pass on at least some of my wisdom on what's probably helped me the most with manifesting. I mean, Organite helped. It took me to the first level, but the thing that I think took me to the highest level of manifestation was actually language. And it was actually, I was trying to manifest things, love, peace, prosperity. I was trying to fix my prosperity. I had gotten stuck in a poverty mindset after being in finance, ironically, 10 years ago. So I was in retirement planning, end up leaving with a poverty mindset of, okay, I'm going to fix this by putting prosperity thoughts in my head. And it didn't work out that way. I ended up with like $100 to my name 4.5 years ago. And I'm like, this isn't prosperity. I need to do something different. And right then I opened up to a book that said Sanskrit, Aramaic, Egyptian, and Hebrew were all higher vibrational languages. So I knew a bunch of Jewish people at the time, and I'm like, I'm going Hebrew for sure. And I looked up prosperity words in Hebrew, and I just started writing them out. And literally, I just started writing them on a piece of paper. And it's just got all the Hebrew words on it. And then I photocopy it and I color them in and I put them everywhere, because it's the same way that they're programming us on TV. They replay that same commercial over and over and over and over and over again, because you're constantly seeing it in a subconscious state, because the TV puts us in a subconscious state. So by putting our mind into a subconscious state and then putting actually good things into it, I found it totally shifted my life. I mean, it was Shafa, Shalom, Shalu were the 3 words I used. And I actually had a friend that turned it into a sticker as well. So it was just one of those things. I started putting them everywhere. I started giving it to people, telling them to put it other places. And they started getting more prosperity. And I found it's like meditation helps us identify some of those thoughts. And I think people sometimes misidentify, oh, I can't silence my thoughts. It's like, that's good. You can start writing those thoughts down. Are those thoughts you want to think? Otherwise, you need to start reprogramming with different thoughts. And that's what changed my life, was actually using prosperity words in a higher vibrational language. And I came across somebody who had a Sanskrit poem for prosperity, same sounds. And it's all like tone, intonation, like just the way we use it. Our English is tone deaf. So we've lost a lot of the power that our language used to have. While I feel some of the words that weaken us, like we go to a work week, we're weekend and the weekend, it's like we awake to a morning. It's like, what I'm morn at wakes, not awake to a morning. It's like, no wonder people hate mornings so much. It's our language is sabotaging us. And if we don't recognize that, we're basically running an uphill battle. And the more that we actually put ourselves in a space of understanding, wow, we can reprogram these thoughts with the higher vibrational language, it takes us to the next level. And honestly, it took me to the next level. I mean, I haven't really worried about my prosperity since then. And I feel the only thing limiting me now is my beliefs on how much prosperity I can actually allow into my life, that confidence, that understanding that it's all there. It's just a vibration. And we just have to accept it and allow it into our lives and fully embody it. It's kind of that fake it till you make it, but it's subconsciously. We have to make sure our subconscious mind is in alignment with what we want, because otherwise we're sabotaging ourselves. And when I was thinking prosperity thoughts and sabotaging myself, it was like, oh, that I didn't realize until I tried it a different way, and it changed everything. And I mean everything in my life changed with that. I mean, dance changed my life a lot. It probably keeps me healthier than I've ever been in my life, but someone says spelling, it spells. We're casting spells with our language. And that's something that I believe fully, and what we say and how we say it is the most important thing that we can do. I guess I'll leave it at that.
Beautiful. It's great to meet you. I had the opportunity to meet Brandon and his beloved, and they have a magical story. Everything in Sedona is quite magical. I had a chance to meet them when I was in Sedona a few weeks ago, and he was so beautiful. He came to this little dinner party that Aurora put on, and he gave all of us, he put it on a table and said, help yourself to some of these beautiful objects that he had created. And I still have mine. So, but if you're interested in some of the objects that he has created, and some of them are quite gorgeous. Again, it's the website that I put into the chat box. It's Orgone Nights, ORGONE Nights, like Knights of the Round Table.
It's a play on words. It's trademarked.
Cool. So if you take a look down, look at all the things, all the benefits of pyramids and collections. It really helps spell it out. And then these are some of the goodies that you can get from him. Everything from ankhs, bracelets, even your very own peace Sasquatch. Now, come on, that's pretty cool. All made in Sedona. Also a very practical thing. He's got EMF protectors, and we need our EMF protectors. Definitely.
Yes. Yeah, the ones on the phones are great.
Yeah. So tell us about that. Like you add a sticker, you pop on our phone. How do you make them? What's inside your EMF protectors?
Well, it's a metal resin and crystal mixture. So I put 50 different crystals mixed into I have a polyester and a fiberglass resin. The fiberglass seems to shrink more, so you're creating a greater piezoelectric effect on the crystals. And those 50 crystals just add those good frequencies back into the metals and then radiate it back out. So just by receiving the good frequencies seems to offset the stress from our devices. So it shows you how much more powerful good frequencies are, I feel, than negative stuff. But it's like, I find just by receiving those, people sleep better, helps with headaches, migraines. Teachers tell me their students calm down in the classrooms. I've had thousands of other positive reports, and like I said, no negative ones yet.
Wow. And you just froze. Oh, there we go.
Oh, sorry.
And what's the best way for people to reach out to you?
Organites.com. It's Orgone Nights. It's a play on the word organite, but organites.com, or you can find me on Facebook, Telegram, social, Instagram, Truth Social, Rumble, YouTube, under Brandon Strabala or Organites. I've been building both a little bit more. So I've been posting a lot on Brandon Strabala on all those as well. So yeah.
Great. Well, I'll put it in one more time, Brandon. Thank you so much for being with us, and we're looking forward to seeing you in Sedona.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed night.
And maybe we could arrange for you to do a special DJ night with us. Would that be a possibility?
Oh, definitely. I'm always down for that.
Okay, good.
We got silent disco, so we can have a late night party and not upset the neighbors.
Great. We'll make that happen. All right. See you in Sedona in October. Thank you, brother.
Thanks,
Thank
Brandon.
you.
So Brandon is really one of our high vibrational community leaders in Sedona, and I always carry his has organized with me. I even have a little unicorn and a little heart. They're always in my purse and my backpack. And, you know, I have ones of all different sizes. So I really love the Organite, and I love everything that you've created in Sedona, Brandon. You're just a really incredible example of manifesting at the highest levels and having fun while doing it. And Dr. Laura is asking, what the heck is a silent disco? So maybe Brandon, you want to let everyone know what
really
silent
quick.
disco.
Well, we have an event tomorrow night at Sedona Apotheca, and what we're doing is we actually have headphones, and one channel is going to be playing the movie Sita Sings the Blues. DJ Gabriel B is playing on the second channel, and then on the third channel you have my music, so you can actually switch between channels. You turn it on, and the cool thing is green's one channel, red's another, and blue's another, so you can interact with everyone else and be like, oh, they're jamming out on blue, I want to switch to that, or it's too loud, I want to turn it down, so you can adjust the volume, you can take them off and talk to each other. The neighbors don't hear the music, so it's like a win-win-win-win, because you can listen to 3 things. So it's more music, more things for everybody, and I think, yeah, it's the greatest thing in the world.
Beautiful.
Thank you guys. Oh, hey Neil, have a good one. Hey, brother.
A lot of us, so Dr.
Thanks
Laura
again.
says that sounds like a lot of fun, and it is. So whether you're doing silent disco with Brandon or you're doing ecstatic dance with Brandon, it's a blast. So I hope to see all of you guys in Sedona so we can all dance together.
And as you can see, our wonderful friend Neil Gar is with us. And so to kind of lead into that, I've got a little something special to show you all.
What are your gifts? What do you desire for yourself? What do you envision for the entire planet? Immerse yourself into the Ascension of the Soul online 2-day conference. Explore your soul's purpose and experience deep connection to all that you are. A collaboration of luminaries here to support you in understanding and remembering your true potential. Brought to you by SoulSearch and Portal to Ascension. Now is the time to awaken to our soul's gifts and abilities. Join us October 15th and 16th, 2022.
So welcome, Neil. It's great to have you with us 2 nights in a row.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for having me, brother. Nice to see you.
So tell us more about what you two have got organized, and I'll also pull it up to show people.
Yeah, so what you just saw there was the trailer for our first collaboratory event that we're putting together, SoulSearch and Portal to Ascension, Ascension of the Soul online conference, in which we're actually featuring all the platinum members of SoulSearch, and it's for 2 days, 30 minutes each person, so pretty much like a 2-day nonstop stream of consciousness. And this event is, really designed to provide us with the tools and techniques to create empowerment and really step into the remembrance of who we are at divine potential. So I'm extremely excited because this is the first of many collaborations, because we're crossing over so much so it's just intense at this point, that's why we're here together, because we have so many collaborations happening that we needed to spend some time together to really figure out all the details and the production elements of it all. So I'm excited because, as I've shared many times and yesterday as well, Tanjila is one of the most amazing people I've met. She's so incredible. What she's created is amazing. So it's all about collaboration over competition, right? So we've come together to really start bringing our communities together so we can make real change.
Exactly. So, and just want to say welcome to Neil. Most of you all here, I'm sure, know Neil Gar, but he is the founder and creator of portaltoascension.org. It is the major online resource for spirituality and consciousness. He hosts over 100 live and online events every single year. He has incredible speakers coming in throughout the year. Today, he hosted an ET Star Seeds and Hybrids conference online, and it's continuing tomorrow. So we're really, and you can see his website right here. So, at SoulSearch, we're just so excited to be collaborating so closely with Portal to Ascension because, again, we have the same goal. We're here for the ascension. We're here for the awakening. We're here to spread consciousness and help uplift everyone everywhere. And we are stronger together. And so that's really the vibe that we are embracing. It's about collaboration, not competition. It's about coming together and connecting so we can continue to raise the vibration together, build our energies together. And we're just so excited to bring all of our platinum members onto this online 2-day conference. And you guys are meeting so many of them tonight. You've met them last night and throughout the show. And you can see that everyone has, you know, from Brandon here to Chiraya that was on earlier, to Raquel, who you've seen before come on the show, as well as many others, just so much wisdom to impart about the ascension. And everyone has their own jewels that they would like to share with the world. And Scott is also part of this conference as well, during his talk on managing your animal body during the ascension, which I'm very excited to hear about as well. So it's going to be such an incredible, like, diverse weekend, and people can really tune in from anywhere in the world. And that's what's so cool about it too.
Yep, exactly. And you do get also unlimited replay access. So if you can't attend during the event or need to like hop out for a bit, you can watch it back. But it's really cool because, you know, usually I do events with 60 minutes, 75-minute presentations, but this is like almost direct download. It's like almost like a direct download from source, and just back-to-back, really just modality. So it's almost really like an activation, right? So it's like a 2-day activation event, and it's the beginning of a series of collaborations that we already have planned for like over a year. You know, so it's like the first of our collaborations of many. And should we talk about the other two?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
And so, as you guys know, we are, you know, so we're doing the Ascension of the Soul online summit, October 15th and 16th weekend. But the next weekend, we have the in-person Global Peace Tribe retreat, which I saw so many of you are signing up for tonight, which is amazing. So I can't wait to meet so many of you in person, and maybe Brandon will host a dance party for us while we're there. So, but as part of that, Neil and I, we have organized the Ascension Super Conscious Music Festival, which, as I mentioned before, Miguel, who you saw earlier tonight, will be in the show. Peter Sterling, one of your other favorites, as well as many of our other local amazing musicians such as Demir Shuford and others. So we're really excited about this. It's again going to become an annual event, but we're excited to have all of you as part of the Global Peace Tribe retreat also to be a part of it with us. And we hope to live stream it as well, so that those of you who can't make it can join from home.
Right, and it's an all-day festival, October 23rd in Sedona. First time you doing a music festival?
Yes.
First time for both of us doing a music festival. Been on my radar to do for like 3 to 4 years, a music festival. So it's like really a dream coming to fruition. And then we're starting off with a 1-day one. Hopefully we'll be taking this festival over the world as we do live conferences, you know, really just coming together to make some epic productions, not only online, but in person, where you get that, you know, one-on-one dynamic connection with one another. But it's going to be exactly what the title says, Super Conscious Music Festival. It's pretty much definitely intentional all day, you know, ceremonial, conscious, intentional music festival from morning till evening. And just like come, hopefully you guys can come share some time with us. And again, that's October 23rd at the Posse Grounds in Sedona.
Yeah, exactly. So we're really excited about that. We're excited to share all of our incredible Sedona musicians with all of you and this incredible spiritual music. And we're just excited to have you guys there. And you know, we're here in Mount Shasta. We came together here to really continue our co-creation at the next level. And people in Mount Shasta are like, what about our music festival here?
So it looks like we're going to do a festival in Shasta sometime soon.
Great.
Take it from the world.
And one more time, I'm just going to pull up your poster. Look at all the amazing people that are going to be part of this 2-day online summit. Now, the summit is online the weekend before the retreat. So you can tune in online. And then, of course, ideally, hopefully, many of you will be joining us for the retreat, which will include, of course, the music festival on Sunday, the 23rd. But look at all the wonderful people that are going to be part of the online summit. And almost all of these people have now been on the Awakening World. So you've met most of them, and it's going to be great. So it's just wonderful how we're all coming together. Neil with Portal to Ascension, Tanjila with SoulSearch, the Global Peace Tribe. We're all coming together and collaborating in wonderful ways. Neil, while we have you here, would you be willing to do a spontaneous spoken word?
Yes, I would love to.
I love that he said yes before I finished asking.
Because I already knew. That's what I thought I was coming for. You know? But are you telling me to freestyle, or are you telling me to just spontaneously do a spoken word piece?
Would you be, I was kind of imagining freestyle, but it's up to you, bro.
You could do
I
one
need
of
to
your
get like
pieces.
front and center if I'm going to do
Okay,
that.
sorry.
No,
Okay,
no, no.
I'll go.
I'll just do one of my pieces. How about that?
Or you can do freestyle after.
All right, I'll do one of my pieces into a freestyle. This one's called Mother Earth, and it's an homage, reverence to the feminine energy and its multiple forms of manifestation. This one right here goes out to one of the manifestations of Source. The north sky reflects light on my porch. The entire planet is my church. Even when she is scorched, Mother Nature will nourish and replenish the soil so that mankind can reap the spoils, abundance, creation, and destruction. The Kali Ma personification manifesting on this plane in the form of all life, married to Father Sky. Our minds remain fertile, earth on the back of her turtle, and the Nephilim reversal. Generations of persecution, nemesis brings retribution. And Ishtar's contribution are the flowers that bloom, the life that we once knew. She is the one who provides unconditional love to you. As we move over her surface, I dedicate these verses. She is always of service. Time to give back, time to bring it back. The wounded feminine is where we've been at, but also the wounded man. The divine aspect ran away from a place millennia ago. Patriarchy and damaged egos took over this world. Now is the moment to bring back the days of old. The divine feminine has been on hold, but never truly left. This energy transcends gender as we embark on the quest to remember our nest. Before we were born, she blessed you and me. You and me. But who are we? We're an illustration of beauty and art displayed in the cosmos for all of those who pass us to see and admire. She is the fire, the water, the wind, and the birds. All other creatures have heard her voice, her voice, her voice. Her voice sings lands into existence, providing assistance and gravitational resistance so we can continue to thrive. When we die before our souls return to the sky, we join her, we become her again, the truest of friends, with us until the end and our rebirth. She is Mother Earth. She is Mother Earth. She is Mother Earth. She is Mother Earth. Everybody take a deep breath in, deep inhale into the lungs. Let it out through your heart. One more time, deep breath into the heart. And expand your aura around the entire planet. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you so much. Really looking forward to our collaboration. It's going to be wonderful.
You too, brother. Love you, man.
You know, one of the things I love to do on Global Peace Tribe is introduce, and I love to connect people, like to their music festival, to the online festival. And we have with us, they just came into the Zoom room, Ishkala. And you've seen Ishkala play many, many times. And they're going to be back on The Awakening World on 2 weeks from tonight, Saturday night, September 10th. Welcome, beautiful Ishkala. And
Hello.
the lighting is like
Hi.
perfect. We've got like sunset light on you.
Yeah. We're Jamishka here tonight as well. This is James Karen over here. And we thought we'd bring some sunset energy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And of course, you've got something very special that's going to be taking. Tell us about that.
So we are going to be hosting an event in Ashland, Oregon tomorrow from 3 to 5:30 p.m. at the Elder Apothecary. I've had a beautiful art exhibit on display there for the last 3 months, and we're having a special closing artist reception. I'm going to do an art talk. We're also going to incorporate some art ritual into the event to be able to do that with community. And we're also going to have a thematic music concert that is inspired by some of the art pieces in the exhibit. And we're just delighted to be sharing this art in this way and have it be something interactive and yeah, and just, you know, be in prayer with community, because that's just one of my favorite things.
We just finished a lovely little tour segment, a couple of beautiful shows and a festival. And Scott, thank you so much for on short notice inviting us to come up and hang out a bit. We're delighted to be here as always.
I love you guys. I'm just sorry that I missed you. I just left Ashland on Thursday, so like ships passing in the night.
They shall cross again soon.
I've already told my friends in Ashland about you, and you know, for obviously most of us are not in Ashland. I know a few people are watching, like Suzanne M is she's watching, but you can also go to the website. I just put it in the chat box, ishkala.com, and people can buy prints and artwork from you, correct?
Yep, there's an easy way to do that. You can click on any of the art that you see in there, and there's a way to buy it in there. You can also subscribe to my newsletter there, because I also have some workshops coming up, some intentional creativity workshops in September, on the weekend of September 17th and 18th. And I'll be sending more info about that. But yeah, I'm mostly just really excited to commune with the art tomorrow with everyone who is in the area. And you can always send me a message online if you want to learn a bit more about it. And you can go to elderapothecary.love to register. And everyone who registers will also get a free altar card divination. And we're also having a special art sale on all the remaining wall art that's left from the show, because it's going to be up for only a couple more days, and then we're gonna take it down. So
closing the seal on that wonderful chapter.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, have a wonderful day tomorrow. I'm sure a few people will probably be there from Global Peace Tribe. And we'll look forward to seeing you 2 weeks from tonight, where you'll be blessing us with your wonderful music.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
We also had a little spontaneous thought, since we have this beautiful little sunlight scene going on. Would you like a little bit of musical sparkle?
Oh my God, is that possible?
A little acapella. We can do
just
something
to totally,
acapella.
in the
Oh
air.
my gosh, absolutely. I'm removing my spotlight and putting the false spotlight on both of you. What a treat.
All right.
Let's see what the sunlight brings.
Yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, my yeah. In the face of your beauty, I fall in love once again. It is you who reminds me of the state that I'm in, that I am fragile, that I am strong. It's in your waters that I truly belong. With every wave crashing down, you touch the air that I breathe and take them back to the ground. All I do not need. You demystify me. You demystify me like floating autumn leaves. Any heavy energy falls down, 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 falls down, down, down. Yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, my yeah. As a pillar of salt, I stand, a tribute to dry ocean land. I draw the waters from within once again. I sway as the green of her hair does sway in the tide pools of a crimson bay. Yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, my yeah. Yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, yeah, my yeah, my yeah. In pools of pure Laramie, wisdom is never far. Pools of pure Laramie, wisdom is never far. And pools of pure Laramie, wisdom is never far. I will be there where the raindrops splash. I'll be naked and bare inside a lightning flash, with my hands raised and my face ablaze. I'll be dancing in praise. A living shaman, stomping out the hay, singing creation, creation. With every fibrillating body quake, these hips and feet and hands can live. With every fibrillating body quake, these hips and feet and hands can live. With every fibrillating body quake, these hips and feet and hands can live.
Fantastic. I love you guys so much. What a delight. What a wonderful delight.
Blessings, Tia Maya.
Blessings, blessings. This is Ishkala. And I put their websites into the chat box. Let's support her. Let's buy her work, her artwork. And of course, we will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you for that. Fantastic.
Thank you.
And tomorrow for all who are around.
And definitely true tomorrow for all who are around. Absolutely.
Thank you, Scott. Such a pleasure. Thank you for all that you do and for everyone else who's here with you.
Absolutely. My pleasure. See you all soon. Have a great day tomorrow. It'll be wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that was fun.
Wow, they were awesome. That was amazing. We missed them. We were just in Ashland last weekend, Scott.
Just missed.
Next time. They're incredible. Maybe we can get them to Sedona one day.
You know, really, there are these beautiful spots. There's Ashland, Mount Shasta, because they're kind of connected. Sedona, these are the power spots. This is where our tribe is coming together. I know they just got back from Santa Cruz, where a lot of our tribe are. And it's really quite beautiful. I'll do the other Global Peace Tribe announcements later. We are going to get to hear from Diana Maxwell in a few minutes, talking about this incredible trip to Egypt she's taking, which I might be joining her for. But let's go ahead and hear from our next Soul Search presenter, and then we'll get to Diana.
Great. So I'm excited to introduce you all to Alana Leone. She is an author and speaker in the fields of mindset, human consciousness, quantum energy medicine, taking action, and love. She is best known as the love evangelist and wants people to know and experience more divine love. She has an incredible history. She was, in the construction field for a long time. And then, through all of her life journey, she, became a coach, and then, she holds a Bachelor of Metaphysical Science and started coaching, advanced coaching, Reiki, biogeometry, past life regression, NLP, astrology, as well as she's been initiated in mystery schools such as Huna and ancient wisdom, including shamanism and meditation. Her passion is to guide people to their highest potential by reclaiming lost parts of themselves, to journey back to self-love, inner passion, laughter, self-trust, play, more wealth, and so much more. And she's an incredible healer, teacher, author, guide. And what I love about Alana is that she is such a high vibrational, energetic healer practitioner, but she's also so grounded in the everyday and can give us like all these incredible tools on how to keep our frequency high, how to keep our vibration high, and how to really do it in the here and now in everyday life. So Alana, welcome. So excited to have you here tonight with us.
Oh, thank you, Tanjila. That was amazing introduction. And wow, what an evening with all of these speakers and all of these things coming up. And wow, what a high frequency. All you have to do is come to Scott's show and just hear all of these amazing people. Like my heart is just pounding, my energy is high, and I'm just so excited to be a part of this and to be a part of the Platinum Speakers, because I met Tanjila last time at the Psychic Fair, and then she was telling me about the Platinum Mastermind, and I almost didn't do it, but I could feel that I was supposed to. So she said, well, there's one spot left. So and then so it was just on and on from then. And I just love to give people information about self-love, because I come from a past of, as a young child, that I really saw the world with such beauty and such love and magic. Like everything I looked at was just magical. And then I would go back into the house And I would have these people, around with teachers and things like that. And people were angry and people were disconnected and people were full of sadness. And I really didn't understand it until much later. But what happened with that is I got this pattern. We were talking about patterns, a lot of people tonight, this pattern of wanting to make people happy. And so I'd do all these things, I'd dance and I'd sing and I'd do all these goofy things around the house. And with no avail, it fell pretty short. So, so why I'm telling this story is because, from childhood, we do get patterns that we take through our lifetime, right? So as you can imagine, wanting to make people happy. Well, I did that till late in my 40s until I realized and started taking personal development. And what happened was I thought, I internalized it as a child and I was thinking, well, what's wrong with me? And things like that. So I just went out and I tried to make everybody happy. So my friends, my relationships, and even though it's fun, it's a lot of work, right? Trying to make people happy, right? So that's the difference. Just allowing people to be happy by creating a frequency that's higher is different than trying to push somebody to be happy, right? Is everyone resonating with this? Yeah, okay.
Yes, we are, big time.
Awesome, yes. So with that, a couple of years ago, I got this in a meditation. I meditate all the time, go to different realms. And I had this book idea come to me about heart awakening. And what heart awakening is once you feel disconnected from soul and yourself, really, like self-love and all of the things, then you sort of fall asleep, is what I call it. So the book I wrote in 2015 was Wake Yourself Up, because one thing that I found was I was awakened in 2014 and I fell back to sleep. And it was 7 years that I fell back to sleep for. And still that blows my mind. And so to have the heart awakening and the higher vibration, and maybe even an accountability partner in higher frequencies, right? So, and it's not as, like, if you notice nowadays, the frequencies of the earth and the people and the things that are happening now with the global tribe and all of these global consciousness, right? So now there is more of that, but when we weren't in that space all the time, people would go to sleep. And I still see it now. And what I mean by going to sleep is you get up, you go to work, you come home, you make dinner, you watch TV, you go to sleep, you wake up, you do it all over again, right? So that's like programming that someone was talking about before. And so the thing that I like to do, like Tanjila said, there are so many ways to raise your high frequency. One of them for me is to remove the past experiences, right? So becoming aware about what I think it was Chiraya at first, she was talking about becoming aware of when we're thinking things that aren't going for our highest potential. So to just catch yourself in that. And I sort of lost my train of thought where I was going. But with the heart awakening, it's a higher frequency. So the things that I like to do to get out of, past experiences and things like that is to celebrate. So how many people on the show right now have celebrated something about themselves today? And if you could, just put a 1 into the chat box and just say maybe even what you did celebrate about yourself, right? When I was doing trainings before, I would ask people, how many people have celebrated something about themselves? And then I'd look into the room and it would be like crickets, because we aren't used to really celebrating who we are, that we are a gift to the world. And we have a high vibrational light that we can share with others. And sometimes I feel like we're not remembering that truth. So, if you catch yourself the awareness in a loop, I call them, right? So you're in a loop and say you're going to a business meeting and you're thinking of all the things that might go wrong and not completely prepared, or, you know, my tire's going to go flat or whatever, you know, how we get into a loop. So then you can just stop for a second, right? Just stop for a second, catch the awareness, drop into your heart, and just really think about the things that you're grateful for, right? And then also celebrate the fact that you're taking action. And the ways to celebrate, I used to call it the celebration jig. My grandson and I, we would do the celebration jig whenever we were celebrating something. So we would get up and we would dance around, yeah, the celebration jig. And what that does is it'll take whatever we are oppressing ourselves with, those loops, it will blast them out. Because with anything that we do that's physical, right, that we're physical, it takes it and it moves it out. So that's why with Brandon, with dancing, one of the things that I do at the retreat is we just do a 20-minute, get everything out of our body, do it, get it out, dance it out, and then it's gone, right? Of course, there's more to that. However, that's really how easy it is. So one thing that I do when I catch myself in a loop is I'll do funny things, and I will put on funny glasses. So these ones are red. And then not only does this, you know, you look in the mirror and you go, ah, you start laughing, right? So it's just, it's a way to change it. But also the red is good for our root chakra. So if we're running around and we have these glasses on, you know, then, and we have the red for the root chakra, right? And we also have green. So we can do all these funny things to get ourselves out of our own way. Because who is our worst enemy a lot of times is, sorry to say it, ourselves, because we can get in our own way with everything that, and some, Dana just said, shift it. That's right, right? Just shift it away from where it's going. And so with a heart awakening, with the high vibration frequency and all of those things. And thank you, Tanjila, for coming, because I'm done. Woo!
Well,
Luana, that was so fun.
We definitely want people to know how to get more of you. And once again, she, of course, is a significant person, part of the platinum package of Soul Searchers. And I put her website into the chat box. I'll put it in again. It's Divine Love and Guidance LLC.com. And so, as always, go there and put in your email address so you can get, because she's offering a free ebook. Tell us about the ebook, The Authorities.
The Authorities is a collection of authors that we did with Les Brown and Dr. Oh, now men are from Mars and women are from Venus.
John Gray.
Yeah, Dr. John Gray. Yeah, so there was a collaboration of us that got together and we just talked about the way that we can take authority over our own life. It's a huge download. It has 179 pages, and each chapter is just so much about taking control of our own lives. I don't really like to use the word control, so that's why it wasn't really coming out. But just having an awareness of where we're going, what we're doing, who we are, who we are, what do we stand for? There's so many things that we don't ask ourselves good questions, right? And so if we want to know who we are and what we want, then, we have to dig a little deeper sometimes just to find out more. And then you can always find out more. I always say there's 7 different levels to go deeper in each separate thing. And then poof. We want those poofs.
I'm going through your website. I see that you also provide a free grounding meditation video. So you are offering a lot of beautiful, beautiful gifts here. And you do past life regression work, aura reading with energy clearing, crystallite energy balancing. Now, do you do these things via Zoom for people who can't join you in person?
I do some things over Zoom, yes. I do remote healings either in person or through, just sending me your picture. We do past life regressions online, and we can do tarot readings online. There's so many things we can do online because we know energy is everywhere, right? We are all energy, and it goes through Zoom. We found that out in 2020, right? So yeah.
Well, we look forward to meeting you in October. You'll be a big part of this retreat, no doubt. So it's wonderful to meet you. My first time meeting Alana, and what a life. And I love the red glasses and making people laugh. It's important. We need more laughter in this world.
We do, for sure. Thank you so much, Tanjila and Scott. Yeah.
Thank you. And just to let everyone know, Alana has a online 2-hour Find Your Soul's Purpose workshop coming up this weekend on Sunday. That is actually for free. So for any of you who want to dive deeper with Alana to find out about living with your purpose and living on purpose, she's offering this incredible 2-hour workshop where she'll be doing a deep dive. And she has an in-depth retreat coming up as well, September 10th weekend, which will be amazing.
I just found it, so I'm putting that into the chat box. Right, I'm putting it. It'll be in the chat box, and there it is on the screen on the camera. I didn't know that, so thank you for mentioning that. Is there anything you'd like to add about that, Alana?
I'm sure, yes, because I also have the 2-day Soul's Purpose journey coming up. It's an intensive deep dive for discovery. And we do a lot of fun things, but we also do a lot of deep things. We do deep breathing, rebirthing, soul retrievals, a whole bunch of things to get us to a space where we can get to high energy. With the 2-day, I also offer the past life regression. And then after, I offer 3 45-minute coaching, because what I found when I was doing a lot of trainings was people get all fired up and high energy in the 2-day, and then they go home back into their comfort zones. And then 3 to 5 days later, they're back in their comfort zone and they're not taking action. So I really don't want to leave anybody behind in the things that I do. So one of the things is the coaching, the 3 coachings after, for you to really take action and to, manifest everything that you desire in your life is totally possible. There are so many things possible, and they are all for you, right? So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Alana. Wonderful offerings, and I hope that some of our people will participate. Thank you. And yes, it's Cornflower's birthday, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Cornflower.
Cornflower, absolutely. Hey, you know what we forgot to talk about, Tanjila, is the Psychic Festival. So,
yes. Oh my goodness, how could we forget that? So yes, we have an upcoming event here in Northern California, and I know a lot of our Global Peace Tribe is here in the Bay Area, in Marin and Santa Cruz, and so we have the SoulSearch Psychic Fair, and you can, Scott, actually click on the tab that says SoulSearch Psychic and Healing Fair. If you go to, yeah, perfect, exactly, thank you. So so we're going to be hosting this October 1st, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Embassy Suites in San Rafael, California, and it's totally free to attend if you're a visitor, and we're going to have incredible healers there doing healings. We have a lot of vendors selling high vibrational products, crystals, and of course our famous Scott is going to be there with the even more famous Jasmine Bear. So we're planning to have a Global Peace Tribe lounge there, just an area where people can just hang out, meet and greet. And we're also going to try to get some of our Global Peace Tribe musicians that are here locally to come and play some music for us well. So it should be a really fun event. We're going to have speakers all day. And again, it's going to just be a wonderful time for us to be able to get together in person and connect, and which is what we love doing. We had so much fun connecting with people in person in Ashland last weekend at the Haven opening. And I think this one in San Rafael is going to be a great opportunity in Marin. And then of course in Sedona coming up in October. So hope to see all of you there who are in the area in Northern California. Please come by. It's October 1st.
all right, so here, everybody, here's your calendar. October 1st, we start with a simple 1 day in the Bay Area. Then we go online and we do the 2 days, October 15th and 16th, big Ascension Festival. Then we come to Sedona. But wait, there's one more big event, and that is going to Egypt. And to talk about that, I'm bringing on my friend Diana Maxwell. There she is with the Sphinx and pyramids behind her. And some of you have seen Diana on our shows before. Diana, I don't know if you and Tanjila have met before. Or you did. You met at Celestine's memorial. You were both there.
Okay. Yes, hi. How are you?
Good, thank you. Nice to see you.
You too. You too. I lived in Egypt for many years, so very near and dear to my heart.
Oh, wonderful. Wow. Well, I haven't had that privilege, but I've been there quite a number of times. And so now I'm going to be taking a group there, November 21st to December 3rd. And it's the 100th anniversary since they first found Tutankhamun's tomb. And he was a big figure in the golden age of Egypt. So the reason we picked this time is because it's a very pivotal time as we are moving through all of this catharsis here to go to Egypt and get the downloads that we need to continue to equip ourselves and reconnect with the sacred temples and structures that were built for this remembering for us.
You know, when I talked to Diana, I got so excited about that. I'm actually very sincerely thinking of going. And one of the things that I like that she explained, and you can tell our audience a little more, is how you found a place that's very local. So it's not going to be a typical touristy buffets in a big hotel, but very local and very high quality. And also you've got an extraordinary gentleman who's going to be with you. Tell our audience about that.
Well, the place that we'll be staying, it's right at the Medina Habu, and it's an old hotel that was 100 years old, hadn't been used for 30 years, and my partner Tracy Ash has rebuilt it, and it's literally on the temple ground. So you look out at the temple, and the energy of that place is completely palpable. And we have all the traditional food, and so it stops all the running around and the craziness. We're still going to go to all the sacred sites, but they're going to be relative to the teachings of the day, and we'll have at least an hour and a half every day with new teachings. We're bringing Baba Don Conroe. He is a gong master, and he's now in his 88th year. He's actually an advanced master teacher. One of Yogi Bhajan's 5 main students went out and opened his ashrams. And so this is going to actually be culminating his last year of touring, and it'll be in Egypt. And the gong has these primordial sounds that will resonate incredibly with the work that we're doing in the sacred spaces.
Beautiful. And I've put in the chat box just now some of the information, and you're offering a very special discount for the first 3 people. Tell us about that.
Yes, so the first 3 people that sign up and then they enter in their information box, Quest 22, because it's called Quest Egypt 22, will get $500 off. Because the trip is $5,555, and that includes everything inside Egypt. And so this will be $4,999. So it's a special offer for this group.
And I'm going to the website right now, and again, this is the link that I've put into the chat box. There's a wonderful video that you guys might want to watch.
That's the Medina Habu there. That's where the hotel is.
And there's what's really nice is she talks about everything that the price includes and then what it doesn't include. So you kind of get a good sense of that. And then she's done a wonderful job of really breaking down the itinerary. The Karnak Temple Complex, Temple of Hathor. And you can click any one of these days and it gives you the full itinerary for the day. So you can really read through it and get a good sense of what this entire event, this experience is going to be like. A lot of frequently asked questions, everything from the story of this place to traveling in Egypt. You've really done a wonderful job, Diana, putting all of this together.
Oh, well, thank you. And thank you for letting me talk about it. And I think it's going to be a very special experience for anyone who chooses to come, and beautiful company. And I feel grateful, very grateful to be able to be part of this.
Tanjila, since you happen to be my co-host tonight and you lived in Egypt, what would you like to add about your experience of Egypt?
Oh, I mean, Egypt is so magical. The history there is incredible. And what I love about visiting all these sites that Diana has been talking about, you know, the temples of Karnak and, you know, Philae, and going to the Valley of the Kings and Queens, it's just like, you know, all of that history, that rich history comes alive, and we could really get transported back to those magnificent times where we all actually existed. And you know, Diana, so thank you for this amazing trip you're putting together, you know, helping people to really reconnect and remember with, you know, with our own history and who we are. So it's beautiful.
Well, thank you. And I just, I've done quite a number of the spiritual tours, more like spiritual tourism. And this is more like a, you know, retreat journey. So it won't, you know, we'll go to the temples for a couple, you know, for 4 or 5 hours, and we won't be rushing around. So there'll be time to really integrate, and that's a big part of it, because actually the being there itself is the activation.
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful.
Diana, thank you so much, and look forward to seeing you in Egypt. And hopefully I'll see you before then.
Great, hope to see you all there.
But the psychic there.
Yes, I'll come there. Oh, well, yes, I'll come there too.
We'll see you on October 1st, hopefully.
Wonderful.
All right, we have one more guest, and Tanjila is going to introduce her.
Yes, and I'm so excited to introduce Luana, Joya, Lucia. She is such a beautiful soul, and you guys are just going to love her. She's a gifted, soul-led, omniscient seer, beloved author of the Gigi Lulu Loves Children and the Kid in Every Adult book series, composed from the inspiration of her own life experiences. Devoting 35 years within the healing arts garden, Luana is a highly sought after intuitive massage practitioner for her expertise of unlocking the blocked rivers of life inside the body through movements gifted from above and the divine love she has of the holy body temple. She joyously shares all the golden nuggets from her angels, ancestors, and guides with her clients while navigating life's journey with the approach of curiosity, playfulness, and a vital relationship with our great mystery. She offers past and present life liberations in person and online. Emulating Christ consciousness from her infinite knowing and her potent relationship with Source, Luana delightfully embodies the solar noble father and the beloved goddess mother as she radiates an effortless, peaceful priestess presence. She is a lifelong student currently embracing the Priestess Presence Temple with Kalila, Compassionate Inquiry with Gabor Mate, and Happy in Love for No Reason with Marci Shimoff. And we're so excited to have you here, Luana, with us. Thank you so much for being here, beautiful soul, and being so patient with us as we, you know, go a little bit later this evening. But we're so excited to have you here and hear your gifts for us and your pearls of wisdom about manifesting at the highest levels.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, Scott and Tanjila. And wow, I feasted tonight at this beautiful event, all of the pearls of wisdom that each one of my SoulSearch colleagues have gifted. So I am full to the brim. What I have to offer tonight is something so vital, and I do hope that you feel the same way. In order for the manifestation of this glorious highest frequency, I was sitting with that title, the highest frequency, realizing in my knowing that there isn't a ceiling on the frequency, that it is the infinity, the infinite, and we are the infinite. And so in the human design origin, I am considered a manifesting generator, So I'm always on. And it is something pretty magnificent that I have learned how to ground, because I was having both of my hands in the cosmos and my feet were hovering off the ground, if anybody can relate to that. And so what I have done is I have learned how to speak in a slower version without talking from my head. And so when I speak from the womb of silence, deep down in the root, and that helps me ground. One of the major things that I am here to share with you is having a mad, passionate, hot, torrid love affair with our great divine. And that is how I have learned how to manifest. When I am engaging with what I believe, the God and Goddess, the solar noble father, and our beloved mother, and I am engaged almost like holding hands with them, that is where I receive from our source. And when we imagine, just by thinking of something, as we know, as all of our glorious speakers have said previous to me, when we imagine, it's literally like it's happening. I mean, you know, like if I want to imagine myself in that red Corvette, I'm literally seeing myself in the red Corvette. And of course, Prince is sitting next to me in this red Corvette because I do love him as well. And so with that being said, when we imagine, it's literally like it's happening. And with our creator, I believe, fantasized about us before we were created. And that excites me, because if our creator could do that, creating our mother Gaia, creating each one of us for this universe, then we can do the same thing, because we are a major part of our creator. And some people would say that we are the creator. I am a creatrix. And one of the beautiful things that I have manifested is my move to Sedona. And I want to share with you what I did. I just knew in my heart of hearts that I had to get out of Phoenix. And I had a house and it had some money into it. And so what I did was I came to Sedona. I purchased one of those sheds, a storage shed. And every opportunity I got, I would bring my stuff to Sedona. I would have conversations with our great mystery, is what I call our divine source. And as I was driving, I just knew that I was going to move here. And there wasn't any resistance. There wasn't any force. It was just a simple knowing. I could stay in Phoenix or move somewhere else. And sure enough, it happened within 6 months. And so what I learned from that is to become this amazing collaborator with our divine, majestic source. And it works. And there isn't any question for me. And so what I did is that I believed it. And I went to the next level. And I knew it, just like a lot of our other presenters, and I'm sure that you in the audience have done as well. And so I sit here today, just sharing with you another golden nugget that I learned, our speech. Instead of using the word try, I'm trying, I'm so trying. We're not trying, we're either doing it or we're not. And allow yourself to get rid of that word trying. It's not helpful. It's not our friend. And here's another word that I have been pondering about. You know, everybody says, take a deep breath, take my hand, take. Well, I'm thinking that word take, it doesn't register with me anymore. I'm feeling receive the breath, because it's being given to you. Our great divine, our divinity is giving it to us because we are infinite. And that excites me. We don't have to take any longer because it's right there for our offering. It's an offering. And that's what we're doing for one another. And there's one more golden nugget I want to share today. And that is the remembrance. No matter what faith you are, no matter really what you believe, to remember who you were before we got here on this beautiful Mother Gaia, the cosmos. We were somewhere else before our father's sperm hit our mother's egg. We were something else. And I guarantee you, if you take the time, the moments to ponder on that, you will believe that you are something more than what we think we are. And there's a quote, one of my new favorite quotes, and it goes like this. We were moving mountains before we thought we couldn't. We are all that. We are infinite. We are magical. And it just brings me to this amazing place within my soul, this deep joy that we have the opportunity, not even the power, but the opportunity to do whatever our heart desires. So, brothers and sisters, I leave you with that.
Not so fast.
Okay.
No, I've got a couple of questions. First of all, thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
love your infectious energy. And you studied with my friend Marci Shimoff, who
Yes. Oh,
and
Marci. I love Marci.
isn't she the sweetest?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's the best. She's the best. And once again, finding you, we do that through SoulSearch.
Yeah.
So tell us, for the people that you do Zoom sessions, yeah?
I do.
So I'm going to go to your SoulSearch profile again. And again, notice how many amazing people are on SoulSearch. And it's so easy to contact people. Luana, who most of our audience are women. We're about 85% women watch this show.
Mhm.
So whether they are Zooming with you or meeting you when they come to Sedona, what do you most enjoy offering to women that are, say, 50 plus?
Well, so with that being said, Scott, what I love to do is be present, fully, 100,000% present with them. A lot of times we don't feel like we've been heard, seen, witnessed, and it's imperative that we are held.
Beautiful, beautiful. Just really holding beautiful sacred presence.
Mhm. And I do for 35 years what my clients tell me, a glorious intuitive energy massage healing. I don't call it past life regression. I call it past and present life liberation. Let's liberate, take the shit and shackles off, right? And it's time to be free. It's time to feel free. It's time to run through the lilies.
Beautiful, thank you. Well, again, what a wonderful person that we're going to be able to play with and connect with in Sedona.
Yeah.
And I know you'll be a big part of the retreat, and it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for your presence in our world and your presence on the awakening world. And just so you know, by the way, when we put together the agenda, so now you always have to have one of your best people at the very end, someone who's going to really pick up all the energy. So that's why you were chosen. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tanjila. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. That was so beautiful, Luana. And your presence is so deeply felt, and so many, beautiful comments for you in the chat as well, including from Karen saying, looking forward to connecting with you in Sedona, and Dia saying, you totally speak my language, the language of my heart, dear sister of the cosmos, namaste. So thank you, Luana, for just bringing all of these beautiful energies and, discussions of manifestation that we've been all having together here, just, bringing this to a close with us in such an incredible way. Beautiful.
Well,
thank you.
So before we close out with Miguel has some music for us, I just want to remind everybody that there's more. There are more soul searchers joining us tomorrow morning And we're going to have Krista, Nicole, Aurora, Peyton, and Lori all joining us. And it's a really fun and important theme, creating and honoring spiritual sovereignty. And if you're curious what spiritual sovereignty is, come tomorrow morning. We're going to talk about what it is. We'll talk about how to create that for ourselves, because a lot of times, no matter what age we're at, we still haven't actually really claimed our spiritual sovereignty. We might still be in rebellion to the childhood religion that we broke away from, or whatever it may be. And also how to honor other people that do have different spiritual beliefs. So it's going to be a really important and dynamic show, and I'm really looking forward to it. And they are all, of course, soul searchers.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to everyone meeting more of our beautiful Soul Search family. I think a lot of you have already met Nicole and Krista a few times. Wonderful. And of course, having Lori and Peyton and Aurora on the show will be beautiful. And what an incredible topic, Scott, spiritual sovereignty. It's so important, especially for this time where we have so many polarities and so many divisions. And so I think just will be a great deep dive.
And Luana, I don't know if you're noticing in the chat box, but Karen Eisenberg, Kiki Willett, Mary Beth are all people who have registered and are coming to Sedona for the retreat. And Kiki wants to book a massage with you. They're all appreciating you. So it's wonderful how we're all coming together. It's really exciting.
Yeah, beautiful. So I see a lot of excitement for this retreat, Scott. That is great. And then I know Ayada, she had asked for Neil's spoken word poem is available online, and it isn't, but I will drop it into the chat for everyone, for anyone who would like to have it. And that's, so it'll be there.
Cool. I hope you don't mind. Jasmine Bear was just like, come on, Dad, it's getting late.
He's got a dog.
And you'll all be meeting her in Sedona as well.
Bear, come here.
All right. I think it's time for Miguel, yeah?
Yes, definitely. We're excited to hear one more song from him. Thanks, Miguel.
Absolutely. How's everyone doing? You guys all still on? Got like 56 people, right?
Look at all these beautiful, happy souls. And get
Thanks
ready
for
to
hanging
move.
around, guys.
Yeah.
Come here. I got a bear too. Come here. Come. I'll have to move it just a little bit. There's
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a big one.
Jazz?
See the big one?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. What a cutie you have there, Scott.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. I wanted to end on a really high note. Every song that I do, I hope gets stuck in your head, and you want a good message floating through your head. And this is called A Life That's Blessed. And one of the lines in the song was inspired by Matt Kahn, who I'm sure many of you know. And he has a video about the power of the words, I am the light I am. And he goes on and on about how powerful that is and how it can just take you to the highest places. And, and the last words on his lips when he, before he ascends will be, I am the light I am. So just kind of something fun to think about as I'm playing. So a life that's blessed. And I wish you guys an amazing evening. Thanks for staying around. Thanks Soul Search for bringing all this goodness to so many people. And it's just getting started. So I'm super excited for everyone involved. And Tanji, the mastermind of this. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Without further ado, A Life That's Blessed. This is a life that's blessed, and our time is now here. May it seem like the sweetest dream, we are not asleep. This is a life that's blessed, put to the test, I know. This is a life that's destined to free our souls. La, da, 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 da. La, welcoming. Now my daytime mind says maybe it's too deep, but the part of me that's spirit free gonna sing it anyway. This is a life that's blessed, and our time is now here. May I seem like the sweetest dream, but we are not asleep. No, this is a life that's blessed, put to the test. I know this is a life that's destined to free our souls. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. I am the light I am. Together we shall be angels who have walked through hell and come out light and clean. I am the light I am. Together we shall be ascended and be blessed by God and all life in between. Yeah, yeah. Hi, da, 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 hey, yeah. This is a life that's blessed, and our time is now here. May it seem like the sweetest dream, but we are not asleep. No, this is a life that's blessed, put to the test. I know this is a life that's destined to free our souls. Have a beautiful night, everyone. Blessings from Sedona. Hope to see all of you here soon in October.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Miguel. That was a wonderful way. And you know, we've had Matt Kahn on the show live a few times. And he's a very sweet man. So thank you for taking one of his teachings and giving it such a beautiful voice. Thank you so much for that.
My pleasure. That was gorgeous. And we will share your song with Matt.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a
let's
really
do
good
that.
idea. Let's do that. We'll do that. Matt's, you know what's interesting? When we've had him on the show, he'll come into the sound check. He'll be the first person at the sound check, and he'll stay for the entire show. It's not one of these celebrities that like wants to come in for 10 minutes and then zip out. He's like there for, and you know, let's face it, we start our sound check at 5 and now it's 9. So it's usually about a 4-hour period, and he's there the whole time and listening to everybody with equal, you know, connection. He's one of those kinds of guys.
Very cool.
What a beautiful
Thank
song.
you.
What a beautiful way
Namaste.
to end the show, Scott, right? That was great.
Absolutely. And I should have mentioned also, Omashar will be with us tomorrow morning, so he'll be playing more music. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tanjila. I love your community, and I love bringing our communities together. It's really cool.
Yes. So thank you so much, Scott, for creating the Global Peace Tribe, creating the Awakening World shows, and for your dedication and commitment to really raising the vibration and, you know, raising the consciousness of this planet. I mean, you have just done such an incredible job, and we're just so blessed to be able to work with you and to be a part of your tribe. And so, you know, I'm so grateful for our whole SoulSearch family being here tonight with us. You guys are always blowing me away, and I just love the Global Peace Tribe family here too. And I've just seen all of the comments coming in for the show tonight. Just really a lot of deep appreciation coming in for a beautiful night together, and I just feel the same way. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You know, one thing also that I haven't even told you, Tanjila, one of the people who registered is Mark Danisovsky, who plays accordion. And so we're going to have an Oktoberfest experience with him playing the accordion. You know, we're going to have some social time. And so we'll have an Oktoberfest hour at one of our social dinners with Mark playing accordion. So that's going to be
Oh, that'll be fun. And I got to meet Mark in San Diego when I was there for the
right,
subject.
you
fair.
did.
So
That's right. Yeah.
it'll be great to see you again, Mark, in person. And I know Mark also collaborated with Peter Sterling for the song for Ukraine, A Long Hard Winter. So maybe, you know, we can hear some collaborations from them as well. Maybe we can get some things cooking. That might be fun.
That sounds great. That sounds great. All right, everybody, I'm going to go to gallery view. Turn on your cameras, twinkle. Thank all these. Look at all the beautiful soul searchers that are still with us, and our friends Karen and Diana and so many of us. So God's blessings, everybody. It's good to see you. Hey, there's Margie. All of our friends are now turning on the cameras. Lynn and Leaf and Susan. It's great to see all of you. Roger and Bonnie, they're coming to Sedona. So take care, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning for the Sacred Sunday show.
Thank
Good night,
you.
everyone.
Bye.